All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before we begin, we want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of the great millstone, the many fathers of the truth. Much love, greetings, and salutations to the elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, prophesying the downfall of this wicked kingdom, man. We out here another week, out here to prophesy, to teach our people, to wake up the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of these so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. All right, and as you all are aware, if you've been watching the news, all right, you're living in perilous times. All right, you're being exposed to imminent dangers. Okay, so what manner of man ought you to be, knowing the times that we're in? All right, we're in the days of the Lord's judgment. The Lord is beginning to visit the world which He made. All right, it's a crucial time, man. And the men of the Lord been out here for years, prophesying unto you, man, telling you to repent, come back to the Heavenly Father, return to your heritage, man. You know, but you jakes, you're not gonna listen. But you'll wait till shit hit the fan, then you'll want to ask questions. But the Lord said, it's gonna be a time when you're gonna try to seek Him and you won't find Him. All right? There's no telling that we're gonna be able to be out here in the weeks to come, because they're talking about shutting everything down. Okay? So what are you gonna do then? I don't know if you was holding the script.
I got a script. This is Habakkuk chapter 2 and verse 2. And the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tablets, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie.
Yeah, meaning these visions that I give you, in the future, you're gonna start to see these things manifest.
Right.
All right, the different signs that the Lord said would happen. All right, the hardship, the tribulation. All right, the beginning of sorrows, which that's the time that we're coming in now.
That's right, that's right.
Great distress is coming upon you people now. All right, hey, just a moment ago, you was in your mirth. All right, watching your little basketball games, you're watching your housewives, you know, whatever bullshit you watch on television. All right, the NBA season, that's shut down now. Okay, the Lord's taking away your comfort zone. So we know we're in that time, man. The scripture just said it, man. It's for an appointed time, and now it's beginning to speak. Go ahead.
Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come and it will not tarry.
Yeah, man, the Lord's not going to prolong His word. All right, because he spoke these things since the beginning, declaring the end from the beginning, man.
Amen.
All right, so now we're seeing it. And all the men of the Lord, you should be rejoicing. Because now we're seeing the things that even the prophets before us couldn't see. They desired to see this, man. And what are we seeing? We're seeing the deterioration of the land of our captivity, man. Babylon the Great. We're witnessing this system, all right, that's been built by this damn devil. We seeing it crumble before our eyes, man.
The system that's been built to oppress you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You should be happy and rejoicing that this system, this wicked ass system, is coming to an end.
That's right, man.
You know, all your folly all that folly that you partake in this place is coming to an end. And you Israelites going to have to pay for all the wickedness you've done. So that was it. I had another precept. This is Ezekiel 12 and 25. For I am the Lord, I will speak. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall no more be prolonged. For in your days, O rebellious house, will I say the word, I will perform it, saith the Lord power.
So the Lord, He's performing His words, man. Hey, the Lord exalts His word even above His very own name. All right, He's a man. He's a power of His word. And He spoke these things, man, through the prophets. Like He told Ezra, you know, write these things on paper, man, for they're faithful and true. And now we're witnessing it.
Hey, if I may say real quick, because there's a difference if you just kind of say something half-hearted, and that's different. Nobody really holds you to that. Most High is saying, in the spirit, hey, no, write it down, because this is surely going to happen. Okay? And we've been prophesying these things unto you in the name of the Heavenly Father for years, that this was going to happen. And now it's beginning to happen. People act like you still don't see it, and you don't understand. Okay, but the fear is starting to move up though. Some of y'all trying to make light of this thing, and it's nothing to be made light of. It's a very serious thing that we know these are the real everybody's faith. Isaiah 24, we'll start with verse 7. It says, the new wine warning, divine language, all the broken hearted will sigh. Right? All that happiness is going out the window. You know? All that happiness and belief system that you come up with, all that's going out the window because the prophets, this thing that's coming past, we try to come with something different. It's not lining up. It's lining up with the prophets. It says here, the birth of tablets ceases. Noise of them that rejoice in it, the joy of the heart ceases. They shall not drink wine but they song, strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down, every house is shut up, that no man may come in. And they just said that they're open to shut down the system here in America for 2 weeks, which we know it's got to be longer than that. They might give it a 2-week trial run, but eventually they're going to just shut it down.
Bro, they're supposed to shut down New York City starting tomorrow.
Yes,
and that's the biggest city in America. So they shut down New York City. They shut down damn near everything. They're going to shut down everything. You know? And we say, you know, this may be just a test run, and more likely is a test run for things to come, but this could be it. You know, all you need is Esau to issue that mark of the beast, make it mandatory.
Right.
Kanye.
And you know, that was a good time for us to bring millstone to pray for our apostles and the brothers in South of the area. Keep brothers constantly in prayer. All right, anyway, it says, there was a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The burden of the land is gone. In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction. Hey, this is nothing good coming. This is telling you that nothing's good coming. This is lining right up things that's going on today, today's current events. Okay?
It's like, yeah, if you think things are good, just go to your local Sam's Club, go to your local supermarket, your Costco, your Walmart. Okay, go to those different places and just look at the countenance on these people, man.
Right.
These people are not showing that same proud look that you normally see on Americans, man. These people are they're terrified, man. You know, and the scriptures talk about the people will be perplexed. So they're in a state of being perplexed right now, man. Trying to figure out what their next move is gonna be. You know, if they happen to shut this whole thing down, you know, would they have enough sufficient to be able to survive, you know, in their own homes, in the confinement of their own areas, you know? They're in a state of anxiety right now, man.
That's a perfect way to say it.
You know?
Hey, right now, Salaki, right now, this all the stuff you people have begun to hoard up in the past few days will last you about 2 weeks. That's about it. I mean, with running, all the water bottles with running water, this is going to be barely enough. You're going to hope they get more in 2 weeks when they take it off.
And they probably can survive longer than 2 weeks, but you simple ass people are you don't want to ration. You're gluttonous. You have the gluttonous spirit, so you, instead of rationing out food, you want to make full meals. Yeah. Instead of maybe eating once a day, you still want to eat 3 times a day. Yep. That's the stupidity and the ignorance of our people, man.
Yeah.
And then you got nothing but bullshit anyway. You got what, Hot Pockets and Top Ramen? Yeah. Thinking you're making the dollar deal. That stuff leads you to getting sick. And that leads to your immune system breaking down faster. Yeah. You know?
Like
and not only that, but you feeding yourself with food that have no nutrients in it.
Exactly.
So your body feels like it's not even receiving this proper nutrition.
It's
So
high.
they're still hungry.
Yeah, it's high in sodium and high in salt.
high fructose corn syrup.
Therefore, you want to drink and you drink all your water supply. Dumbass niggas, man.
You look at the cat. You look at. I was in the store 2 days in a row. I looked at the what's in the cabinets. Shelves ain't shit there. Bread is gone. Water is gone. Toilet paper and paper towels. I almost cut the camera on just to.
Hey, I did. The other day I was in Winco, and I went to where they have like the barrel of grains and stuff. Right? They had like, the brown rice, jasmine rice, all the different like lentils. That shit was empty.
Yeah.
You know, all the dry shit, right? Like when I went into the other aisle, they got like the breakfast, and they got the cereals, they got nuts, they got granola bars, and also like teas and shit.
Yeah.
They had a bunch of tea left. The shit that you would need in a time of outbreak like this.
That can preserve you.
Yeah. It shows you these people here in America, man, they're retarded, man.
Meat department empty.
Yeah. But frozen vegetables.
Frozen vegetables and vegetables.
Yeah,
fully stocked. People are some idiots, man. They're dumb. I'm looking at the water they're giving out, all acidic water, like high acidic.
No one's buying no seeds.
Yeah.
All the good alkaline water is still in the store, bro.
Bro, I had to give me a bunch of those essential boxes.
Yeah,
Nobody was getting them.
Yeah.
Still there. Idiots, man. The last verse. It says, verse 13. Thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be the shaking of an olive tree and the gleaning of grapes when the vintage is done. Yeah, all chaos. This is just a quick shake up, but when the real shit hit the fan, everything's gonna be shooken up, man.
Yeah.
People are not gonna know what to do, where to go, and then you're gonna look to your news. They're not gonna have any answers. And if they shut off the internet or power, people are not gonna know what to do. You're gonna come right to this spot on Vegas and Ogden, looking for the men of the Lord, or whatever other cities that the men of the Lord are standing on. Okay, because they're about to make us get off the streets. I don't know if y'all know this. They're about to make us get off the streets. They're gonna swear that we're out here pushing the coronavirus.
Yeah.
Y'all out here with no mask on? Are you crazy? We gotta test you. We don't want to get tested. Who knows what they're gonna do to us? You know?
And we don't know. Your test came back.
Faulty.
We want to quarantine you just for safety purposes.
Exactly.
And
They just arrested somebody that came in with fake coronavirus test kits.
Wow. Yeah, it's finna get raw out here, man. All right, you people that have been playing games out here, you thinking shit is a joke, everything is entertaining to you, or everything is a world star moment to you. Hey, man, you people, you think everything is a meme until you become a meme. All right, you're gonna become a meme real soon, man. All right, the Most High got you, he's gonna have you in his meme.
Right.
All right, because the Lord said he's gonna mock when your fear comes. You know, you had something.
This Zephaniah 1. I'm gonna start up. Zephaniah 1 and 12. This shall come to pass at that time that I will search Jerusalem with candles and punish the men that are settled on their leaves that say in their heart, Yahweh will not do good, neither will he do evil. So that's the mindset of our people, and unfortunately, these leaders of our people, man, outside of the true leaders, all right, but the leaders that the people follow, what they got the mindset, the Lord ain't gonna do nothing. You're gonna continue on, enjoy yourself. All right, this virus is gonna pass on by. All right, no, man. Hey, the Lord said when the plagues go out, it ain't gonna be sent back. Whether this is a test run Esau's doing or not, the Lord is controlling all this. Esau did what? It says in Daniel 8:25, through his policy, he shall cause craft to prosper. So he used this as a catalyst to get his policies in place so he can start locking shit down. He's literally taking away all your rights. Illinois just passed, the whole state just passed it where at any time the mayor, the governor, whoever can shut down your water supply, electricity, ban buying liquor. Like, why you gonna stop motherfuckers buying liquor? What the fuck? Can stop doing liquor and guns, and ammo. So they just passed it because of coronavirus. Why you gonna shut that shit down? It's just Esau was making this move, man.
I just want to land back what you were saying. If you know anything about what the president just passed, and at a speech he gave authority to, what he gave authority to was the doctors, nurses, and health professionals and police have the ability to quarantine people or even execute. And even more crazy than that is they also have the ability to do speedy cremations. So they can kill you, they can treat you however they want.
Yeah, they gonna kill Kim Jong-un your ass, man.
Yeah, exactly. You see how he didn't, one person got him, let's get him. They now made the local person on the street judge, jury, and execution. Okay?
And they've been given these executive powers going back to all these different presidencies where they come in and they introduce certain bills and legislations, and basically they pass them behind closed doors while you people ain't paying attention.
They seem harmless because nothing's going on in the moment. But when something like this break out, then you see the true power that they're about to enact.
And Esau understands the power of law. That's why he writes it.
Well, hey, Wisdom Solomon 2nd chapter, he said, let our strength be law and justice. You know, even though they full of deceit, that's how they move, man. They make themselves as what? The angel of light. This is back in Zephaniah 1:13. Therefore their goods shall become a booty, and their houses of desolation. They shall also build houses, but not inhabit them. They shall plant vineyards, but not drink the wine thereof. Everything you've labored for is being taken away from you, man. Right, end of the day, you got 3 countries that said America used this as an attack, man.
Biological war.
Yeah. All right. So what's coming? War is coming. All right. Hey, Trump. I mean, I'm gonna say Bill Clinton. Bill Gates. He says, look, the brother played the clip last night. Yeah, it was you. Yeah. The brother played the clip last night when the man said it's not going to be a war that takes you out. It's going to be a virus. That's Esau. He's the father of lies. Yeah. So this virus is a cover up, man. All right, it's happening. The Lord sent the plagues out. But what else is happening? Locusts is happening. Tensions with these nations is happening. All right, World War III is around the corner, and the invasion of America is coming. That's why I said you're going to be spoiled, man. Martial law, war, invading one another. That's coming, man. All right, it's like the great day of Yahweh is near. It is near and hasted greatly. Even the voice of the day of Yahweh. All right, who's the voice of the Lord? The prophets. The prophets been prophesied, which means what? Soon the Lord is going to perform these things. If a brother can get to Isaiah 44, it's like towards the end of the chapter, like the 4th verse and the last verse. It says the Lord confirmeth the words of his servants. You know? The voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. So all you people that think this is a joke, and the Lord said even the mighty gonna be crying, man. Yeah. Hey, so Jeremiah said, why is do men give birth? And why is every man hands on his hip, man? Earnest groins. Right, this place is through. It ain't go, hey, like the brother said, it's all funny, and you make memes back to you become the meme. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. All right, like it says in Amos, darkness and no light, man. Calamity on top of calamity, man. Destruction. A day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. What's that? War. All right, you're gonna have this. You're gonna have natural disasters, different plagues, and war. This is how this place is. Thermonuclear destruction. You're gonna have violence. All right, friends gonna be fighting against one another. Neighbors gonna be invading one another because of great famine. Like it says, you see it gearing up. All right, they're not gonna be able to keep restocking these shelves. You know why? Because the fucking trucking companies are closing. A day of the trumpet, an alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. Now I will bring distress upon men that they shall walk like blind men. You're not gonna know what the fuck to do. What is the 2nd verse of the 5th chapter? They're gonna walk and say, is this what righteousness is? Yeah, it ain't gonna be out there. And the Lord told us at that time, we're not gonna be reproving to these people. So he's gonna make our tongue teach the roof of our mouths. Man, it's true. Because they have sinned against Yahweh, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as the dung. Neither their silver nor their gold shall be able to deliver them in the day of Yahweh's wrath. No Bitcoin, all right, the mark of the beast, none of that's gonna fucking help. That's gonna get you into further destruction, all right? You trust in the riches that make themselves wings, man. That ain't gonna help you. Safety is of the Lord.
That's it.
But the whole land shall be devoured by the fire of his jealousy. He shall make even a speedy riddance of all that dwell in the land.
Just the people, that's not just the land, but the people also. You know, it's not just talking about the ground and the people gonna be all good, walking around like Eli. No,
Shit, the whole land is devoured. Hey, look, hey, last time I checked, people is on the land.
Yeah, exactly.
They ain't up there in the skies, man. Hey, and if you was in the sky, guess what? The Lord's so cold, nukes don't hit the ground and explode. They explode in the air. A fire not kindled shall consume them, man.
I got that. It's Isaiah 44 and
You can start up.
Yeah, so-
when it says the Lord frustrate the tokens and all that.
Isaiah 44 and 24. Thus saith the Lord, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, and spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars.
Hey, guess what? The Lord is doing that. Esau set up this kingdom. All right, made as if this place going to last forever. We just niggas, spicks, all right, and Indians, savages, all right. Like I said, I'm going to sit on the side of the mountain of the north as the Most High. All right, but the Lord is frustrating that, man. Esau, you're not God, man. All right, you're a man. You have a good one. Go ahead.
And maketh the diviners mad. Diviners mad.
Yeah. So all your prognosticators, all right, the Satan worked for the Lord, man. So you think you're gonna set up a one world government, shift the population, gain control, all right, have this right, so, right. You was in a trick bag, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is making you bring yourself to destruction. All right.
The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. Yeah, that's talking about Esau mainly, because Esau think he can overthrow the prophecy. He think he can stop the will of the Most High, but he being controlled by the Most High. He don't even realize he's fulfilling exactly what the Most High wants to do. He has his role. He's getting directed in his protagonist role, and it's gonna go down as the villain in the movie. Okay, that's all y'all.
That turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish. That confirmeth the word of his servants, and performeth the counsel of his messengers.
I said he make their knowledge foolish. All right, what they doing? They say, well, the economy's crashing, the stock market's dropped. Let's go into more debt. Let's cut the fair rate. Let's print more money. The nigga he said it plainly. What he said, let's print more money. And what's really fucked up about it is, most of the shit transactions is digital. They clearly just crashed the economy, man. But that's what the Lord performed these words. All right, the words of prophets have been speaking, man. All right, for years, man. Starting with the apostles on down, man. Over 30 plus years, man. All right, then they had elders above them, man, that was prophesying, man. And now what's happening? This economy is crashing. And what comes with that? The RFID chip. What comes with that? Chaos, violence, war, plagues, pestilence, the sword.
Right.
And also this. Go ahead.
That saith to Jerusalem, thou shalt be inhabited, and the cities of Judah ye shall be built.
Right, our salvation is what else comes with that, man. All right, it was accepted of the righteous, the destruction of the wicked, and the salvation of the righteous, man.
And I will raise up the decayed places thereof. That saith to the deep, be dry, and I will dry up thy rivers. That saith to Cyrus, he is my shepherd, and I shall perform all my measure, all my pleasures.
Yeah, Slakia. There you go, man. The Lord controls Cyrus. All right? Who's modern Cyrus? Meaning the modern king. Trump, these elites. The Lord is controlling them, man. He put that lion spirit on them, man. And what? They're tearing themselves apart.
That's the spirit, because back when Donald Trump, when he allowed them to take Golden Heights over there in Syria, they were the so-called Jew over there was saying, hey, he's like our Cyrus. Even though they're not the real Jews, but they were liking Trump unto Cyrus, man. But the Most High, you see who's in control? Yep. The Most High is controlling this devil Trump, man. You know? And he's finna be responsible for the inner the self-destructive inner turmoil nature of Babylon, man. He's finna be responsible for that, man. But ultimately through by Yahweh Shai, man. Right. You know? I had a quick precept. It's Psalms 33 and 10 and 11. It says, the Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. The counsel of the Lord standeth forever. The thoughts of his heart to all generations. You know? And at the end of the day, it's the Heavenly Father's will. It's his purpose. Okay, whatever this devil thinks he's gonna do, I mean, really, he's just playing into the hands of the Most High.
That's right. I got it.
He got his the population agenda that he wants to meet. Well, hey, that's part of the Most High's agenda to depopulate.
Yeah, you came up with that by yourself.
Yeah, you came up with that, man. The Lord is using you. He made you to be his whipping stick. You're the red horse that the Lord gave the sword to take away peace from the earth and to kill one another, man.
Yeah.
So it was appointed for you to do what you're doing. But you still want to play into the hand and the snares of the Most High, though, man. That was all that.
Go ahead, bro. I'll go with you.
Yep.
This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Hey, he'll make the king, the president, anybody on the earth, he'll make them do exactly what he wants to do. Trump will be like, there's no coronavirus we care, don't worry about this fake news. Next day, we're going to issue the state of emergency for the pandemic. And the next day, that's how this guy is, because the Most High, these people, the minds of kings, they're making them hate each other, they're making the divide of the nations happen, they're making the austerity measures, the draconian measures, and bringing all those things to pass the way the Heavenly Father wants it to.
That's what, just real quick, this Isaiah 10 and 5. Oh, Assyrian, the rod of my anger, and the staff in their hand is my indignation. When you read through this chapter, it's clear it's not talking about ancient Assyria, man. Because ancient Assyria, when they got taken down, for one, the Lord didn't come do it for himself physically, and also it said his indignation was taken off us when he take this nation down. This is modern Egypt, modern Syria, modern Babylon. I will send him against the hypocritical nation and against the people of my wrath, like I gave him a charge to take the spoil, to take the prey, and to tread them down like the mile of the street. Here's the point. Howbeit he meaneth not so. Neither doth his heart think so. But it is his heart to destroy and cut off nations, not a few. So it said it's not in his heart to do it. He's not thinking that. But the Lord said, but it is in his heart, because the Lord put it there, man. The Lord is in control. Cut down nations, not a few.
It's Job 5 and 12. He disappointed the vices of the crafty, so their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Yep. So they cut off the hands of the crafty, so they cannot perform the enterprise. So all the plans that the so-called white men and Edomites have set up, that ain't gonna go down. What's gonna go down is what the Heavenly Father wants to go down. They're only gonna get so far with this New World Order. He's never gonna let it completely fall into full effect. It'll pop off and catch a bunch of people right before the missiles get you, but it's never gonna come into full fruition because it's not the mind of the Heavenly Father.
He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong.
So it shows you the Most High is ultimately in control. He's on the control the left hand and the right hand.
Right.
You know?
And like they say, he's playing chess with himself.
Yeah.
You know? To do that, to play chess by yourself, you pretty much have to have a winner already determined, a storyline to play out. Because how do you counteract? So you got to make it up. And guess what? He chose the Israelites, man, the so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans, man, and those that are scattered amongst the other nations with the spirit of Israelites. Okay, he chose us to be the winners of this battle. Okay, and that's just the way it is. It looks like we can't win, like this man can never go down. That's exactly the opposite of what the Heavenly Father wants. He's gonna show us power.
And that's a spirit, because it's supposed to look that way. It's supposed to appear as though it seemed impossible for us to make it out of this, you know. But the Lord's he's gonna show his divine hand, and he's gonna eventually give us the victory. That's pretty much already rigged in our favor.
Right.
Our victory is rigged. You know, Most High already got it fixed for us, man.
Fix is in.
But Esau thinks that, you know, he has that advantage. Like, well, I don't know, man, because I got y'all niggas.
I got
y'all heavy into that black African shit. I got y'all heavy into, you know, homosexuality, transgenderism, that demonic rap music.
My bread and circus.
Yeah.
I got you. But you know what? You'll come back to your creator right now. Y'all eating bullshit. I got you.
Yeah.
Guess what? You don't know that small remnant. You had the book, man. You could have read it too. You did read it.
Because he's thinking that all those traps and snares that he set privately for our people, he think that's what's gonna cause the Most High to have a change of heart to basically not claim Israel, man. That's why it tells you in Revelation how they're accuser of our brethren. You know, they think that the Most High is going to switch over and be like, you know what, Esau, you're going to have their birthright back. These niggas are wicked.
Esau, you right. They went on.
Yeah, you fucked up Most High and gave it to them.
Yeah.
You might as well give it back to me.
Right.
But look at what you're doing. Look at what these Edomites are doing with the earth, man. They're destroying the earth. They really created this virus to kill the people off. The Heavenly Father didn't tell you to do that. You chose to do that, and you got to pay for that at the end of the day. Okay? But He wants that to happen because you took it upon yourself in pride to do it. Okay? You have something because the brother was on something as well.
Go ahead.
Psalms 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
That's who I.
Read that again.
Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing?
Yeah, why are these nations delusional? Why do you think that you're gonna
Take away the name of Israel out of earth forever.
Yeah, you're gonna cut us off from being a nation. Let the name of Israel be no more remembrance, man. You know?
Right. The Lord already gave you the challenge. He said there's only one way you can do it. The sun can't be there. All right, you got to be able to measure the depths of the earth. All right, you can't do that. You can't do it. So it's vain.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai.
Right, getting the Space Force going, man.
And against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder, and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh.
Because ultimately, that's their plan, man. They want to wipe us out.
Yeah.
All right, they hope the corona will take us out of the fucking way. They can rule and live by themselves, man. Just heathens. No, but the Lord is laughing at you. We're laughing at you, man. That's why we happy about it, man. We happy corona is interrupting your fucking show, man.
Yeah.
All right, raining on your parade.
He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
Right, that's why you confused, man. People don't know what to do. The goddamn coronavirus come, you supposed to stock up on food. People go ahead and get all this damn tissue, man. All right, stockpiling tissue, man. Get some sense, man. Fear the Lord. All right, when Esau shut this shit down, what you gonna do? How you gonna have a bunch of tissue stacked up in your crib? That used tissue, you can't flush your toilet. They shut down the sewer system. Then what? You know, hey, the Lord said that He afflicted us. They still didn't return to their power, man. All right, now that's for the Israelites. The rest of you heathens, you're just toast, man. You're just through. There's nothing you can do about it. You gotta be a silly motherfucker to think you can fight against the Lord, man.
That's right.
Verse 5. Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them.
He said, speak to them in His wrath, and be pleased with all flesh, man. He gonna come down and judge all. Everybody's gonna, everybody should, how to say it,
Stand before God.
that's stand before the judgment seat, whether it be good or bad, for the works that they have done. Okay, that's why we're out here trying to fight these good graces in the sight of the Heavenly Father. Whereas the rest of you just gonna get destruction. That goes for the 2/3 of Israel specifically. Because they gotta get the jump, man. We're fighting to be of the elect, the 1/3, 144,000. The other nations, there's nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Forget about it. Enjoy yourself. Go get a virus. Go get some corn syrup. What you gotta do. But the 2/3, the elect, man, we have to fight for this thing right now. The 2/3 are never gonna make it. Okay, you'll see the kingdom of heaven. You're right.
They're not even considering.
Right.
They want to twerk and film themselves. Having a great time.
Then shall he speak unto them in his wrath, and vex them in his sore displeasure.
Yeah, and that sort of spectrum, man, it's going to be a lot bigger than just a call for a sneeze here and there or a little test, you know, to see if you got fever. It's going to be way worse than that, okay? Because when all of this shuts down and you're hungry, you go knocking at your neighbor's door with the intent to take or to get whatever they got in there, and they know you're coming for that reason, then you can put in place for how that scenario is going to play out. But that's going to be like the purge all over America. And the other parts of the world that are shut down.
That's for sure, because I have an article that's going into basically the different stages of what to expect in the next 12 weeks because of this coronavirus. And basically right now, you're at stage 1. Stage 1 is basically, you see the people in panic mode, hysteria. And pretty soon, once the grocery markets and all these different stores, once the supply is gone, that panic mode is going to shift over to violent mode. That's when people is going to take it to the streets because they're going to know that they need to survive.
That's when the love of many shall wax cold.
Yeah. You know? And that's see, we seeing people, they get into the fist fights. You know, they stab each other over water. Yeah.
They start boxing with the fight with the
fight with wine bottles and shit. Yeah. But how much more when everything is shut down and you have no access to nothing?
Right, they're doing this in the green tree. What about the dry?
Yeah. So you know what the next phase is? Let me go and grab my heat man. Let me go get my Glock. Let me go get my AK. Let me go get my let me go get my burner, man. And I'm finna go out there. And you know how Jake is in the hood, man. Jake, they already robbed each other when they ain't got shit.
And Jake don't want to take no L's.
Yeah.
You know, Jake they gonna pull their shit out and shit, they may lose.
Jake likes to air out, right?
Oh yeah.
Let it on fire. Fan kill shot than 1 or 2 bullets, man. The way
They been killing each other over colors, man. How much more with food?
Yeah. Real talk. You know? And that's second measures 15 and 16, kind of. You know, we're now like going right into the beginning stages of that prophecy. You know? I don't know if my brother had an extra precept, but I could read some of the article. He some stuff in this.
John 24.
He brought it earlier, but you can bring it out again. Close to the shop.
Isaiah 24:7. The new wine mourneth, the vine languages, and all the merry-hearted beside. The mirth of tapperers ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the heart ceaseth. They shall not drink wine with a song, strong drink.
Hey, what is that? Music with a song. That's your local bars. That's your nightclub.
Hey, Illinois just banned the bars and dining in. But then, right after I mentioned that, the brother showed me he got a news alert. New York did it. And I just saw my phone and then it popped up LA doing it.
Hey. Beautiful. Now you hoes out there, you thoughts, you instant thoughts. You know, you love the attention that you get. You like going to the club and getting turned up. You and your homegirls. Hey, those nights is out now. Ain't no sitting in the mirror, all right, plucking your fucking eyelashes and eyebrows, all right, putting that fake ass weave in your head, all right, putting all that cake up on your face.
Isaiah 3rd chapter, huh?
Hey, somebody get that too. Somebody get that too.
And y'all pH is gonna be all off.
Totally,
all right? They
totally.
gonna have no sanitary products, they call it, man. And what that means, them beasts is gonna smell that shit. They didn't grab all this other shit they grab. They're not grabbing them the sanitary shit that a woman needs.
Right.
You know? It's not enough. What about the bitch that can't get it? They complain. They send the memes up like, all you coronavirus bulk shoppers, basically say y'all bold as hell. What about us that need this shit? So it's plenty that ain't gonna have it. And that's gonna do what? Attract wild beasts, man. It says the beast shall change places. All right, we got Chicago is the fucking city. All right, we got fucking coyotes and shit roaming around. Alligators popping up in Chicago.
Bro, they had you know, like I think over in Thailand, they have a bunch of monkeys. Monkeys at the tourist feed. Monkeys ain't no tourists, so the monkeys just coming down out the hills wherever the fuck they at, they fucking shit up. They take the shit, they attacking. Yeah, they attacking the people.
They was even scrapping among each other. It look like you dumbass monkeys here, man.
Yeah.
Fighting in these damn stores.
Isaiah 24:9. They shall not drink wine with their soul. Strong drink shall be bitter to
And
them.
no turning up. No, hey, hey. That's all you hear, Jake. Anytime you go to these little events and functions and shit, man. You ain't gonna hear none of that, man. You know, a nigga woman twerking her ass, man. That's something. You still gonna find a way to do it though. You gonna be at your home, you know, still putting it up on World Star or whatever. You know, you gonna go on TikTok or whatever. You know, because when people are still doing shit like that, they still putting up memes, they still doing challenges and shit. Not enough is happening.
Oh, no, these people prideful, bro. One Secretary 16 said they're not gonna repent when he scorched that shit down. Some bitch did a fucking coronavirus challenge. She licked the seat, the toilet seat on the airplane. That's the new challenge, coronavirus challenge.
Yeah.
Let's just eat and swim. You just taking up space. You're just breathing. You're just breathing air that you don't need to be breathing.
Right.
All right.
And the both sides that's why the both sides gonna turn it up on their ass. We gonna sit back and just watch, man.
He was just wasting space, man. He wasn't wasting space.
But at least like, man, it's time to thin the herd, man.
Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Every heart is shut up. And that city of confusion, that's America, man. That's right. All right, the Lord is systematically taking this place down. All right, that no man may come in. All right, hey, men can't come into this place, man. Esau done shut down all trouble. All right, and it's gonna get domestically too, state to state. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. All right,
All the happiest place on earth. You can't go to Disneyland no more.
Disney World, Disneyland, Universal Studios, all that
When
shit.
it's Shanghai, you can't go. Now how you gonna be happy? You go to Netflix and chill. That's about all there is.
So they cut off the internet.
Everybody on.
All you got is your couch and your remote.
Yeah.
You know, ain't no walking into Disney World. You know, with your daughter on your shoulders. You know, with the Mickey Mouse ears, walking around with your strollers, looking, taking pictures, everything. Yeah.
The funnel cake.
You about to get your little funnel cake.
They say anywhere with 250 people or more, it's shut down. And they're probably going to continue. Once it spreads more and more, they're going to continue to lower that number to maybe 100 to 50 to 25. You can't even have
no gatherings.
No gatherings.
No gatherings. Which is a direct hit at us. No gatherings is a direct hit at us.
Yeah. You know what that means? We're going to shut down the grocery store.
Yep.
Because at any given time, it's more than 50 people in some grocery stores. Now it's 100 at least.
I gotta say this right quick, but I went to the store yesterday, they had a line. To get water and toilet paper, you have to stand in line. The line was in the back of the store where the layaway used to be at or whatever from the store. Pick up whatever. Went all the way to the grocery, and to the front of the store. I saw on that line, people were like happy that they had it. I saw other people buying the baskets, they were away the line. Get out of here.
One Jake was pissed because he saw the line at the Winko up there. He saw how long the line was. It wrapped literally across the wall of the whole entire shit, all the way to the back to the frozen section. Jake was like, man, fuck this. Everything in this cart that's in my basket, I finna just walk out with that shit. He was like, I'm about to just walk out.
So you can't do that.
Yeah, that's what they was doing.
Bro, my sister said in Costco in the back where they got the toilet paper and the water, they had to put a security guard back there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, but Jake back there.
Oh yeah, Jake back there fighting, taking shit from people.
Security guard back there.
Yeah, security guard with no gun. He gonna quit. That security guard's gonna quit after the first week, after the first couple of days. Like, man, fuck this, they'll pay me enough.
I had a joke, guys, that I thought about. You thought the Popeye's chicken sandwich workers is overworked. All security's about to be way overworked.
Bro,
About to be way overworked. Walmart workers overworked.
you gotta think about this, how crafty Esau is. When they come out with this vaccine, if they ever do, say, I'll give you an example, say the vaccine has a chemical called type A in it, right? But when they got type B, so when type A and type B collide, it formulates something that kills you, but it's gonna kill you slow. So say the vaccine got type A, 6 months later down the line, they come out with a new Popeye's chicken sandwich that got type B in it. You take that, you fuck. You gotta understand how Esau works. Esau is a devil. Esau is he does a diligent service, like it says in
Bad science.
yeah, he's a mad scientist. He has scientists and he pays to stay in a laboratory 24/7. They don't sleep until they can learn how to kill the body, how they can combine these chemicals to kill you. Really, you Israelites.
They study the anatomy of the Israelites.
Yeah,
All the DNA test companies, man.
What's that shit called? You know they take your DNA and
23andMe.
What's it called?
23andMe.
Ancestry and all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that. Yeah.
So they know how your body works and how it reacts to certain chemicals.
Well, what's funny is though, hey, he's so proud for his wisdom. He don't know much, man. He fucking his own people up.
Yeah.
All Esau plans is backfiring on him right now.
Yeah.
Like I said, his violent dealers are coming upon his own fate. Says he that sow iniquity shall reap the same.
Is that all that you have, bro?
Yeah.
If I can, but be sure, can I bring out some of this article? I'm gonna just go in. I'm gonna just read briefly through it. The brothers want to, what they're hearing. If you want to respond with a precept, you can go ahead and bring a precept. This is from naturalnews.com, and it says 10 predictions of things to come, plan accordingly. And it says 1, the hospitals in NYC will shortly be completely
By chicken workers, the security, the hospital workers, man, the nurses, the ones that don't get the janitors, everybody gonna be overworked, man. You thought that medical field was a good profession? You went back to school, you fucked up. So you done lost all the sick people, and then you don't have a way to not. They don't make it mandatory that you go to work.
I was watching Contagion last night, and they said in the movie that the nurses were on strike because they were scared to get the shit. Same thing now. It's like they're at risk every minute they working with the people that's affected. So and pretty soon they're gonna be like, fuck this, my life ain't worth this shit. The first one again is that
It says the hospitals in NYC will shortly be completely overrun. Mass death will follow. The entire city of New York is probably less than 30 days away from a cascading collapse of hospitals, followed by widespread chaos and mass death. Not long after the NYC hospital system collapses, the Seattle system will also collapse, followed by San Francisco. The dead and dying will literally spill out onto the streets. Hey, that body shall lie as dung in the streets, right? It says the intensity of the
Hey, I remember The Walking Dead, I think the first episode, we came on the hospital, bodies everywhere. We went up the back, dead bodies just lined up in the back of the hospital. The same way it looked in Wuhan. You know what they saw Wuhan is a bunch of bodies out.
Iran doing it now.
Iran is doing it now, right?
And it was so bad in Wuhan, they had to hurry up and build an actual facility to hold more bodies.
Yeah.
That's why
They had to do it in like a 10-day span.
That's why America's on that go ahead and cremate to keep it moving. They know that a lot of people are about to die. That's why they're already doing speedy cremations.
And what they're not going to tell you is, see, the media is hyping the coronavirus, but they're not going to tell you that Esau right now with this coronavirus scare, it could be a countless other shit that's killing a lot of people. a lot of hidden strands of diseases.
Monkeypox popped up.
Monkeypox.
Monkeypox. I saw it early state.
Yeah.
The Spirit mentioned that. Monkeypox popped up.
Yeah. Hey, the bird flu is returning too right now.
And smart is coming back. Right before all of this.
So hey, Esau, he's releasing.
Letting it all out, yeah.
He's just letting it all out right now, man.
It's Jeremiah 25:33. And the slain of Yahweh shall be at that day from one end of the earth even to the other end of the earth. They shall not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. They shall be dung upon the ground.
Yeah. Hey, because the Lord likened these dead bodies unto dung because, like, when you see these dogs shitting all over the place and there's nobody there to scoop it up, it just remains there and it just leaves pile after pile after pile. And that's how your body's gonna be left out in the streets. Cause ain't nobody gonna be trying to pick up these dead bodies.
Get sick over somebody that died.
You know, people gonna be stepping over it. They're gonna be trying to, hey, Esau with his tanks gonna be driving over them. You know? Yeah. You're gonna be using his Bradleys and driving over them bodies and shit, man.
That's the thing.
That's why they need the impact.
Come.
No. I got a free to go with the brother. The second Ezra 16 and 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung, and there shall be no man to comfort them, for the earth shall be wasted, and the cities shall be cast down.
Hey, you coming into that time, man.
And it's Nahum 3:1. Go to the bloody city. It is all full of lies and robbery. And the Lord is bringing judgment for the wickedness you've done, man. Are you stolen the Lord's jewels? Are you lied against our Lord? You put up a false image of our power, man. That was your time to be judged. So pray depart if not. And you refuse to let us go. All right? You transfer us over into corporate slavery, man. All right? And then fucked up the mind of our people, man. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. We're talking about your war vehicles, man. All right? The horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, your tanks, all right? And there was a multitude of slain and a great number of carcasses. And there was none in of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So like the brother said, these tanks are running dead bodies over and shit, man. It's gonna be crazy. It said they're gonna pick up the sword, the glittering sword. They're gonna get blasted, man. All right? All this death, you get too close to me, man, you caught blast, man. You're gonna get ran over by tanks and shit. It's gonna go down, man. Like a time never before seen.
That's right. Yeah.
So Baruch chapter 5 and verse 30. Take a good heart, O Jerusalem, for he that gave thee that name will comfort. Miserable are they that afflict thee and rejoice at thy fall. Miserable are the cities which thy children serve. Miserable as she that received thy sons. For as she rejoiced at thy ruin and was glad of thy fall, so shall she be grieved for her own desolation. For I will take away the rejoicing of her great multitude, and her pride shall be turned into mourning.
And you look at the face of the people in these brothers. They don't have that happy to go buy a cereal, milk and hamburger and pork chop. They got that. What the police at? Where the clean? What was that? They're really worried that something bad is coming. People like, no one makes the eerie though? People that wear the mask. It's just making like real uncomfortable for everybody else. Let somebody cough.
Or sneeze.
Sneeze? Oh, bro.
Bus on the train.
This some lady on a United airplane, she couldn't stop sneezing, and they had to ground that motherfucker. They made an emergency landing. They said, fuck that. But you gotta understand, it's the people that go out to the stores and hoard all the items, but it's people that's not doing that that's gonna be just as messed up. It's people that's not taking it serious. You know, it's those that out there, like people driving by, they're not serious. They going to work or going to go turn up or pop a bottle or go gamble or something. Shit about to get real here in America. You know? Well, go ahead, go here.
Now it says number 2. The intensity of the desperation among the unprepared masses will soon shift from the scared stage to the violence stage. The fist fights and stabbings we already see in the retail stores will soon escalate to shootings and then gang-style armed, organized looting, much like an armed flash mob. That shows seditions. Second Ezra 15. We know how Jake get. Jake, they form mobs and they just go around and they just terrorize shit in order to get whatever it is that they're trying to grab up, man. In LA, we call it gaffling, you know? Getting ganked and shit. They gonna go around ganking motherfuckers, man. You know?
And we're not telling you to do that, but you gonna
That's what you gonna do.
What you gonna do?
Because your instincts is gonna be kicking in. You know?
All that animal instinct that Esau put in you, fight each other in the hood, all them survival skills is gonna come to play at this time against Esau, man. When after Jake run through their own neighborhoods to their own people, they're gonna have to start going over to these better neighborhoods. That's why they're gonna be locking these neighborhoods off, so you can't go into the next city. That's why these prestigious neighborhoods are so separated now.
Like they did during Hurricane Katrina.
But in the same time, they've been doing gentrification. Gentrifying these areas. So the downtown areas and stuff, where Jake was homeless at, there's a lot of rich Edomites that have moved back over there. They're not ready to deal with homeless Jake or Jake that's on the edge.
Or gang banging ass Jake.
Yeah, they're ready to deal with that.
That's that Micah 5.
And the Lord's gonna the Lord's setting that up beautifully, man.
Jake should be in the midst of many people like a young lion amongst the sheep.
The race wars, man.
What did you do for the first part? Like Skeletor. Let's to the party, man. Let's go out to the party.
Hell yeah.
You know, that he literally represented Jake that's bugged out now because of all the crazy shit that he went through in all their life.
Yep.
You know, generations of it.
Hey, the brother just mentioned Iran let out all the prisoners.
Oh shit! Yeah, God, I can see that.
So don't think it's not gonna happen here. Already in LA County, they was letting out Jake would have like 9 months or something. Jake would do a week and come out because it was so overcrowded. So in these times when the prison guards, they may not come to work, they ain't gonna have no one to watch Jake in the prisons. They're gonna let him out. And it's gonna be more ruthless, crazy niggas. Vicious.
You know, that's beautiful because that reminds me of this movie. I don't know if y'all seen it. It was called The Condemned with a Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was in it. There was different other actors in it, but it was basically like it was almost like the war games. But basically, these prisoners they were brought to an island, and as they were put on this island, they basically had to fight for survival. And whoever won at the end, they would get like this big ass stimulus package. They would basically get their freedom. They would get all this money, and basically the elites that set up this whole system, they basically had it all monitored. They was basically watching, you know, from their little secret locations, and watching, you know, each criminal. They had like little tracking devices on their ankle, and so it would basically track, you know, where each criminal was at on that island. And what they would do is, knowing where each and every criminal was at on the island, they would have like helicopters come by and drop off like safety packages. They would drop off weapons, Hunger Games. What was that movie with Ice-T?
I was just thinking that.
Surviving the Game. Just like that.
He was at the Running Man.
The Running Man, yeah.
That was literally a game show.
Hey, it's gonna be literally like that in these streets, man. You know, the elites, and that's why they're gonna know to get the hell out of Dodge, you know, but they're gonna be lurking. It tells us that in Psalms, the 10th chapter, they lurk in the secret places. Do they murder the innocent? That's what these devils, that's what they're intended to do, man.
Step down from Microsoft. You know?
Yes.
So that you're gonna see other CEOs, CFOs follow suit that on top of it, you know, because we're in that time where everything's gonna start.
I got a list for you. It's a list of all the CEOs that backed down right before this virus hit, right? So you got the CEO of Disney, Tinder, Hinge, OkCupid, Match, they all stepped down. CEO of Hulu, CEO of Men, CEO of L Brands like Victoria's Secret, Bath and Body Works.
All the shit that ain't, everything that ain't gonna be no use.
Yeah.
All the happy shit.
Yeah, CEO of Salesforces, Harley Davidson, IBM, T-Mobile, LinkedIn, and MasterCard. And it's just some of them.
Right.
Because I think I saw another list that said it was over 1,000 CEOs that stepped down. Hey, they already know. It's what's that Revelation that talks about how they basically said they went to hide him. They told the stones to cover us, to hide us from the wrath of Yahushua is coming.
Trying to protect themselves and still have their wealth. And after all this blown wealth, they don't know this ain't gonna go over like this.
Yeah, they're hoping that their agenda to wipe these people out, they'd be able to hide and chill for a little bit and let the indignation pass. And then come out of them bunkers and be like, all right, we got the earth now. We got what we wanted.
Yep.
Nah, man.
And that's why gold and silver is going up right now, because everybody's trying to grab a hold, thinking that it's going to continue.
Yeah.
But roughly paraphrasing the scripture, you should, gold will canker.
Yeah. Hey, and the scriptures tell us how the prudent man, they foresee of the evil and they hide of themselves. Esau, even though he's a wicked, that motherfucker's hella prudent.
Hey, but how much I said? He said, the children of this world is wiser than the children of light.
Yeah.
Hey, you look at that word hiding, this goes into prepare.
Yeah.
I got something to back you up, bro. This is an article. It says, in October, 172 chief executives left their posts compared to the 151 CEOs in September. And 149 in October 2018. According to the outplacement firm Challenger Gray and Christmas, that brings the 10-month tally to 1,332 CEOs who are out, the highest number since 2002, when the firm began tracking CEO departures at companies that have been in business at least 2 years and have at least 10 employees.
They all trying to jump off that sinking ship right now.
in 10 months.
They getting into them lifeboats right now.
Right, the bunker sales increased. They showed that started shrinking. Bunkers and the bunker sales. And they started showing how these elites are preparing. Different elites like Elon Musk.
Yep.
He got the LASIK eye surgery. He said why? They asked him why'd you do it. He told him because at some point it's going to be basically a disaster that happens, and you don't need to be going around looking for glasses and shit like that. So these elites are prepared. Like Ronda Rousey, she set that farm up so she can be straight, her and her husband when shit comes, and then she goes and boasts on the YouTube video that all the UFC people did, and she was like, what do we need, honey? We need more meat. She opened her freezer, shows her supplies. She said, do we need water? Goes outside, shows her collection of rainwater. All right, they've been prepared for this, man. And hey, that's how you know, man. We at the end.
They're not realizing they're gonna leave all that for the men of the Lord.
Hey, the Lord said we're gonna be married and have abundance.
Yeah.
You know, they got wine collected, all that. And that I believe we read, I think it's in it was in Zephaniah, it said they're not gonna drink that wine. Shit. But it said we're gonna be married. What makes men married? Wine. Yeah. That's for us, man.
That's right.
They're building making these luxury bunkers out of these old silos.
Yeah.
You
They
know?
got pools in there, game rooms, all type of shit.
Theaters.
Yeah.
In the movie,
They got Fortnite set for the kids. They got their Fortnite shit. Yeah. That was bugged
internet
up.
shit down there. And I think a movie, there was a couple of movies. 15 million merits on Black Mirror.
Yeah.
Right? They didn't tell you where that was at, but what was it? It was underground. It was clearly underground. They never went outside. They had to fake outside. They never did the things. They had to keep working to keep the whole place running. They were like on the hamster wheel, right? That was in that movie, and in the movie, what's the one with the guy that played Obi-Wan Kenobi? The Island. The movie The Island, they were underground. They were underground in that movie as well, and then some people finally broke loose and got out. There was some weirdo shit going on the earth, like when it happened. And there was another, what's the other one? Oblivion. Oblivion was like that too. There's a few movies that talk about this thing, man. About how Esau got it hidden underground where they're gonna be living at.
Hey, what was that word you just brought up? You had went to a definition. I could quote something you said,
Prepare.
yeah, what word was it? You said to me,
What word was hiding?
Can I hit this precept for you real quick? This is Job 27:17. He may prepare it, but the just shall put it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. All this preparation is for us. That was it.
Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, then shall mine hand take them. Though they climb up to heaven, this will I bring them down. And though they hide themselves,
no matter what you do, whether you go in the ground, you think you got the plan to be in the ground, the Most High gonna snatch you out of the holes, man, them snake holes, them ass pits. And if you go into the heavens, man, he gonna wait for you to come down. He gonna snatch you, slap you off the sky, grab you off the earth. You're not escaping the judgment, man. He said all flesh. We gonna be with all flesh. Okay, this time coming time. You got it out.
thence will I bring them down, and though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, which is a mountain, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence will I command the serpent, Leviathan, aka Godzilla.
And they say that they brought the movie of Megalodon, the Megalodon. Hey man, you can't hide from the creations of Yahweh outside, man. You can't hide from these things, man. He's gonna search you out and get you. These movies are out there for a reason.
And he shall bite them, and though they go into captivity before their enemies, this will I command the sword, and it shall slay them. And I will set mine eyes upon them for evil and not for good. And the Lord power of the host.
Yeah, the way he looks upon these other people, he's gonna be set up for evil. He's gonna have an evil eye towards it, but his elect, he's gonna have that protective love and caring eye for us, man. Lord, we're all up to the left.
And he said Carmel, which is the mountain that Esau has in Colorado. They have a mountain with literally a city in that mountain. I can't think of the name of it, but you can drive tanks in there. You can drive cars. You got streets in there.
The army, it's an army base in there now.
Exactly, it's an army base.
Like the dumb, deep underground military bases. You was done with that up?
Yeah.
I got one for you. This Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh. They shall fish.
Right now we're fishing for the elect. Finding those righteous men that have the power, that have that mark of exemption. Okay? That's what we're fishing for right now. Okay?
Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahweh. They shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters.
Then we're going to send for many hunters. Somebody get Isaiah 13. Alright? Here's the checks for us. I think it's like 13.
It's like 15, 16.
It's
Yeah,
like
those same fishers gonna be turned into hunters. Those are the men of the Lord.
And they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. For my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is there iniquity hid from my eyes.
Spirit gonna tell them, like, go check that little, it look like something, go check that manhole out. Some Edomites hiding in you.
It goes into Isaiah 14. We talk about Lucifer. Yeah, Lucifer is Esau, man. The elites. The men of the Lord gonna grab their ass up, man.
That's right.
Yahweh shall lead us.
I got that.
They're gonna be old and crusty.
You have more than you used to read.
This is Isaiah 13.
They got thousands of family members they gonna take with us.
That's
all they
slaves. Hell yeah, that's the first go around. That's the first draft pick. We're gonna do them like they did us. Auction them off and shit, trade them.
Combine.
Hell yeah, man. Do them like horses, open their gums up. Look at this thing right here. Good chompers, man.
Like they did on what was that? 12 Years a Slave when the boy was doing high knees and shit in the house.
You don't want this Edomite bid winch right here. Look at her. She got a nice little bumble butt. I trade you her for Brock Lesnar. I just might have worked in my field or something.
You got 3 of them.
Right.
Hey, but that scenario, we're making light of the scenario because we're going to get into it. But we'll assume, but that's a serious scenario though. It was serious when it happened to us. It was going to be serious.
That's our comfort. And we're not making light of it, brother. This is our comfort. This is a joy to us.
Yeah.
Isaiah, this is the gospel. All right, when you read in Isaiah 61, it says, I bring good tidings. All right, and then it goes into what? Our salvation and destruction. So we happy about it. Finally, the Lord is going to save us and fuck these heathens up, man. Hallelujah.
That's right.
That's the faith and the patience of the saints, goddammit. That's the faith and the patience of the saints, man. That's all.
He that leads to captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Faith and the patience of the saints.
That's right.
You got it out.
It's Isaiah 13:13. Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts. And in the day of his fierce anger, it shall be as a chaste roe, as the sheep that no man taketh up.
Everything gonna be wide open. There ain't gonna be no protection for you people. You're gonna get ran through. The men of the Lord gonna really hunt you people down. You're gonna be on the run. You're gonna literally be fugitives on the run. Back to being that fugitive and the vagabond. Okay? From the ancient world. 'Cause that's still you.
Jake gonna be flying through, man, snatch you up like Brightburn, man. Hey, and that's if you make it to that part. Because when the spirit of meat is gonna be lifted up too, man. Hey, it's gonna be all type of chaos. Troops on this soil, all right, gunfire, missiles, drone attacks, plagues, and then you're gonna after all that, then you got the men of the Lord with spiritual powers fucking you up, man. And then after that, you got nuclear destruction, chariots coming. Then after that, those who hide and make it, you got fucking slavery, man. That's it. That's all.
Yep. That's it.
That's the faith and the patience of the saints.
That's right.
We hope for that.
Hey, Bill Gates, all you CEOs, hey,
We glad you resigned, man. Go hide.
Go hide,
we
man.
need laborers. Somebody got to bury these bodies. Continual employment got to be.
Push-ups.
hey, the Lord allowed them to pick their poison though. Choose missile fire or choose shackles. Which one? Which one?
Hey, you know what's so far?
They want to be the first picks.
They gonna get both anyway.
Yeah.
It says it's a right. They should go from the curse to destruction. So once they done serving their curses into slavery, we gonna toss them in the fire, man. Ain't gonna be them on Edomites.
Right. Let's set the Bible. You got it out.
They shall every man turn to his own people and flee everyone into his own land. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. Those are those hunters that's gonna do that. Okay? You gonna get hunted out here, man. Okay? No matter where you at, you gonna get hunted out the hills, the mountains, the clefts, the depths of the sea, the depths of the caves, the holes in the ground. There's no hope for you, man. There's no hope. You might as well take. That's why I like the end of the first season of I'm gonna start watching it again of The Walking Dead. The guy was at the CDC. He was like, "Nah, I'm shutting it all down. We out of everything. I'm about to hit the button. Like we can stay here forever. No,
Hey,
it's over. I'm gonna hit the button right now. Why go out there and deal with this shit? That's what you should have did. But most I got you set up for. You got you set up.
yeah, this Jeremiah 15:2. This shall come to pass if they said to thee, whither shall we go forth? Then thou shalt tell them, thus saith Yahweh, such as are for death to death, and such as are for the sword to the sword, and such as are to the famine to the famine, and such as are for the captivity to the captivity.
You have an appointed end, to your life. The way it's going to run, and you're not in control of what that is. The Heavenly Father's in control of that.
That's right.
I had the brother, we mentioned earlier, we were talking about man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? You think you make it to the captivity, Bill Gates, but you might get snatched out and killed. You might come up for air one day or for supplies, and that'd be the day the missile hit. You can't get back to it. You never know how this thing can go.
Right. A lot of people got bunkers in America. That's some silly shit. The nukes go shake the whole thing. You know, die down there. They did research on it, man. No matter how basically how deep they go, that radiation is too powerful to still get there.
Oh yeah. They got different nukes where
They got bunker busters. They got a nuke called a bunker buster.
they got the ones that they hit on detonation. They got the ones that hit right before right before they hit, like right before they get to the land. Then they got the one, of course, the ones that they do in outer space. They cause the EMP, and plenty more that we don't even know about.
They got, what is it, the finger of God, I think it's called, the hammer of God. They sent a big ass steel rod. They got steel rods out of space. Weaponized, they shoot that shit down. Yeah, but you can't hide from the Lord, man.
Right.
Shit. It says that nobody can escape from his hands.
Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. O daughter of Babylon, who are to be destroyed.
Right, which let you know that Esau Edom is modern Babylon, man. And the Lord said, hey, don't forget his iniquity, man. All right, that's why we out here standing boldly in the face of them that have afflicted us, man. All right, because hey, we don't forget, the Lord don't forget, man. Esau got to be judged what he's done against us.
Esau, man.
Okay, he said race, he decided to wipe us out, man. He didn't want to just enslave us and then, all right, the punishment's up, there you go. Now then he furthered the affliction. He said in Jeremiah 50, oh look, we did no wrong. They sinned against the Lord. So let's keep jacking them up. Let's make them sin. So then we can have a reason to keep them here, man. All right, but Yahweh Shai and the Lord already planned it out. Yahweh Shai told us, he said offenses must come. But woe to him that caused the offense. You cause our people to stumble, or you caused, like it says, the God of this world has blinded them. You blinded these people. That blood is on your hand, man. Now your destruction is coming, man.
Happy shall ye be that rewarded thee as thou served us.
Hey, happy. We happy watching this, man. I've been cheesing so hard like the damn Chester Cat off Alice in Wonderland lately, man. All right, going to the store, you know, and then ain't no bleach in there, no sanitizer, no fucking paper towels, no napkins. All right, only thing they had left was like the blue paper towels that the mechanics use and shit, which is stupid. Grab those. Right, use those too.
Those are Zorport too.
Yeah, they don't think.
Oil and shit. Come on, man.
You can wet them and use them as washcloths and
Right, they don't consider.
People are just
What's the rock say? A beautiful thing to watch a man that watches enemies fall.
Yes, there be 7 things that please the Most High. Yeah.
Happy shall he be that taketh and dashes thy little ones against the stones.
There you go, and that's a song right there. All right, so we should be singing that. And in the spirit we are singing it, man. But that's a song. Happy shall he be to take their little Edomite babies, man, like you did our children. Fed them to alligators, stepped on them, used them as footstools. All right, hung them, made them pick cotton as they could walk, which got them thick ass thorns. All right, hey, fuck you. Hey, when you get to Instacart was fucked up. All right, they got pictures of them, man. They made memories of it. Pictures of them taking the Instacart babies, smashing them against the stones, man.
Yep, they put they put the shit on a postcard.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I remember a quote from one of them. It says basically, this is how we do our niggas down here. And he said this is a barbecue.
Yeah, barbecue. Yeah, I saw that one.
This is how we do it down here. This is our barbecue.
We had a barbecue Sunday.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Shit, they took Jake and fucking made furniture. Leather jackets. Of the skin. They skin the hair.
They hung the women just so they can barely still stand on their tippy toes, so they can die out slowly, cut them open, took their children out, and then kill them and let the dogs eat them up, man.
This is just a little iota of history that we're talking about that you so-called white people did to us.
And the law says eye for eye, tooth for tooth, life for life. Hey, fuck you devils, man. We looking forward to, the Lord said we're gonna wash our feet in your blood. We're looking forward to it. It said our dogs gonna lick the same blood. We're looking forward to we fucking you up and our dogs get to do what you let your dogs do to us.
Michael Jackson's moonwalking your blood.
This is Joel chapter 3 and verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. But Judah shall dwell forever, and Jerusalem from generation to generation.
And why did that prophecy link Edom and Egypt together? Because we in Egypt. All right? This is Egypt right here. And he shed all that blood of Judah right here in the land of Egypt. You know? So this place is gonna get wiped out. All right? Woe to you that buildeth a town with blood, man.
Yeah, kind.
Numbers 30, 35, and 33.
Habakkuk,
He gotta cleanse the land with the blood that was shed. But he requires your blood. Hey man, you got such a bloody tab, man. It's so much blood debt that this devil is accounted for, that in the kingdom we have 1,000 years worth of get back. That's how much debt and blood this man is in. All right. You know how when I always make this analogy. You know when you go to an arcade and you put in as many tokens as you that's your credits, right?
Yeah,
so just imagine, you know, all the wickedness that Esau has done. All that credit is stored up for himself. Now he gotta pay all that back. Yeah. So when we get in the kingdom, hey, that's 1,000 years of bloodshed, 1,000 years of putting our foot sideways. All right, a heavenly, mighty foot in their ass, man.
When we get to year 1,000, it's gonna be just as bad as day one. You know, it ain't gonna be like, oh, you know, it got one more year. Nah, hell no. We gonna even be way more on fire, whooping your ass, man.
Yeah, just like, you know, we not in shackles right now. There's mental slavery. But no, it's gonna be straight hard labor, ass kicking, man. 1,000 years.
I got somebody had that.
This is Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwelleth in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
What cup is that? That's a cup of slavery. The cup of the curses, man. You gotta deal with this stuff that we have to deal with. Okay? Go ahead, on.
Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. The punishment of thy iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. I will no more carry thee away into captivity. He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins.
Ezekiel 35, we'll start with verse 2. Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And say unto it, thus saith the Lord power Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee.
Yeah, Mount Seir represents Esau, because he dwelt in Mount Seir.
That was his land, right? It says, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord Yahweh. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of a sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And I will make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Hey, the travel ban, you ain't gonna, this is like the new Mount Seir down there here in America. Okay? You're not gonna be, the travel ban is not gonna let you leave and go flee to another country. Okay? They might open it up for a small amount of time, but eventually it's gonna be cut off for forever. And whoever's trapped on these soils, if you don't get out through the chariots with the elect, you're not getting out. You're gonna burn with this place. All right? Yeah, I got a little more.
Hey, the Most High is gonna make America one big altar.
Yep.
There's gonna be one big sacrifice, oblation to the Lord.
He's gonna all of his blood on this land. To, and the land.
And we know that, sacrifice, oblations, especially if they're the Savior that the Most High favors, he likes to smell. The Lord's gonna be appeased by that, man. He's gonna be appeased by the ultimate destruction of this place. And that's a not only is that a lot of bodies that's gonna disintegrate, but it says that the smoke shall go up forever and ever. So that aroma, the Most High is gonna be really appeased by that, man.
It's gonna be a memorial. I got a little more. It says, verse 8, it says, and I will fill his mountains with his slain men. In thy hills and in thy valleys and all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. And I will make thee perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return. And ye shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua.
It says thy city shall not return. Does it say in Malachi about
they shall build, but I will throw down?
But I will throw down. Yeah. Also Isaiah 14, that they will not fill the face of the earth with cities. You know? So basically ain't no coming back after this. Hey, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. And our world is going to be uninterrupted.
World without end.
A world without end, man.
I got Ezekiel 25. Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom hath dealt against the house of Judah by taking vengeance, and have greatly offended, and revenges himself upon them. Therefore thus saith the Lord power, Yahweh, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom, and will cut off man and beast from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury.
Hey, we gonna be in the spirit of vengeance. The Lord's gonna put the spirit of vengeance on us. It says that there will be spirits that's created for vengeance, that lay on sword strokes.
Ecclesiastes 39.
Come on. And we gonna be like those spirits of vengeance in the kingdom. Just getting off on this devil's ass, man. Hey, yeah. Before that.
Just how the Most High can put the spirit on Esau to be a devil, to be a deceiver. He's gonna put the spirit on us to have that same anger as him. Have that same vengeance.
And have the tools to fulfill that righteous anger.
Exactly.
And it's gonna be worse for the other nations, because the Lord's he'll make the least be as an angel, like an angel of the Lord. One angel could destroy the whole earth. You know? And they shall know my vengeance, saith the Lord power.
Quick. This is Sirach, chapter 20, and verse 4. As is the lust of a eunuch to deflower a virgin, so is he that executeth judgment with violence.
Bro, that's the cold script, man.
Sirach 20 and 4. As is the lust of a eunuch to deflower a virgin, so is he that executeth judgment with violence.
Hey, that's like that Pope. If y'all remember that movie, New Jack City?
Yeah.
Ice-T got that dude. He was like, when I got him, my dick was so hard. He was ready to kill him. He said, so hard to kill him. He said,
I want to kill you so bad.
Right. That's right. That's what he said.
My dick get hard. I always think about the opening line from Hail Mary. I am the killer, but don't push me. Revenge is like the sweetest joy next to getting pussy. Yo. I don't even think Pac knew that was in the scriptures. You know?
I already read it though.
I got a pre.
You understood it or not?
Isaiah 63 and 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Basra?
Oh yeah.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in the greatness of his strength.
Right, and that's the Lord coming on chariots, man. Right. When you read back in the 3rd chapter, it talks about the Lord riding upon the chariots of Israel. You know, that's him coming in his glory. I will not meet thee as a man. Right. And it says the way the Lord left, that's how he's coming back. Yep. In the cloud, a chariot.
Hey, so like it, bro. I just thought about something. When you go back to the birth of Esau and how it described him as coming out all red like an hairy garment, it was almost like the Lord is hinting at the day of his destruction at his birth. Think about it. The Lord's coming back, and it's talking about how he's coming back with that garment dipped in blood. Red. So it was like the Lord, it was like Esau's appearance is to remind him of, it's just like a signification of the Lord's vengeance, man. And the Lord is cold with it, man.
You guys don't have. We're smiling up here right now because we're rejoicing that we're in these times and that He shared His Spirit and the Word with us, with His name and all of that. But you people don't understand. You don't have enough fear. You people don't have enough fear, man. You don't understand how diabolical this power is, and how it truly is, man. They called him Al-Shadja, man, like demon-like power. To the demon god, man, like he was just fucking people up.
The Lord was evil to these nations.
Man, you don't understand, man. You guys aren't scared of them. I'm scared of the earthly shit that happens here. That's not even what I've seen, read in the scriptures. Brothers and brought out in dreams. that the scriptures back up that he said, write down in the faithful and true. People don't get it, man.
Sirach says, don't doubt the fear of death. It said it's an easy thing for the Lord to reward a man death is death. Like Stephen was comforted when he was getting stoned. So the Lord, like he says in Psalms, when this nuclear fire, basically, you would think it's going to be instant death, but those that's in that fire, it said they're going to melt away as a snail. When you put salt on a snail or a slug, you watch it, all that moisture is coming out their body. They dehydrate. That's what's going to happen when you get hit with those nukes. Their body, they're moist. They're going to feel themselves dehydrate. All right, they're going to feel their eyes melt. All right, their tongues melt. That's the spirit. That's the spirit.
Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the pledge with the Lord Yahweh will smite all people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth.
Right, when you get hit with a nuke, you turn to dust by to natural eye instantly. But it says you're going to die while you're still standing. You're going to feel all of that, Nick. All right?
Like slow motion.
Hey, the Lord, it's an easy thing for the Lord to reward a man death is death. All right? Fear not men, but fear the Lord can kill you and cast the body and soul in the hell, man.
That's misery, man. That's the state of misery, man.
Dwell in torments. He said they're going to dwell in torments. One of the worst feelings already is being powerless, not being able to do nothing. But to be like that in torments, you can't move, you can't do shit, you just melting. You just fucking melted.
Bro, burning your hand on a stove or iron is hurt like a mother.
Right, quick sets.
Yeah. So imagine your whole body burning and you feel every moment of it. And the Most High can slow down time. So you can be sitting there burning for a whole day. It feel like a whole day, even though it can be like an instant. You know? That's the terror of the Most High, man.
This is Psalm 66, verse 3. Say unto Yahweh, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power, shall thy enemies submit that word terrible. Say unto Yahweh, how terrible art thou in thy works. Through the greatness of thy power, shall thy enemies submit themselves unto thee. All the earth shall worship thee, and shall sing unto thee. They shall sing to thy name, Salah. Come and see the works of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He is terrible in his doing toward the children of man.
So if you look like the Samaritan account or something like that, they had the account of what happened when we came left out of Egypt.
What verse is that, bro?
Huh? Verse of that?
Psalm 66.
Psalm 66.
Psalm 66, verse 3. And I think it's one of the Samaritan account with Dead Sea Scrolls. I don't remember the one. I think it's Samaritan account where they account of what happened when the children of Israel left out of Egypt.
All of the papyrus.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. The account, they were like, they were marveling at what was going on. You gotta imagine, for us, we're like, wow, we're still walking through there with the Egyptians pursuing us. You know? So we don't see it the same way. As the mystical glory that it truly was, the majesty of the moment. Like the other nations are looking at this and what happened. Because this event, though there was no social media, it was voiced around the whole world.
Oh yeah.
The whole world knew what happened. And they understood that it was true what happened.
That's why Rahab the harlot,
Right.
She mentioned it.
Heard what
We heard about what your God did. And she knew the name of the Lord too.
And that's the demon-like power. That's our God.
And that's the same respect the Lord is gonna get again.
Oh yeah, exactly.
The Lord's gonna do it because he's getting that respect
You're
back.
gonna get greater respect because it's gonna be a greater situation than it was in Egypt.
Yeah.
No longer, like you quoted earlier, no longer be said, I removed you out of Egypt, but out of the land of the north.
That's it.
Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid.
But Slack, did you get that word?
Terrible.
Yeah. Go ahead. I might get it. Oh, they already got it.
To fear, to be afraid.
Did the blue letter?
Yes, we know.
Because basically,
Revere.
you're gonna have full respect and fear for Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. For them, you're gonna have full respect and fear for them. Okay, that's what's missing in the earth. There's no fear in the earth like that. You fear a man, and you barely fear his ass because you see how weak you feel with this man. And you're talking about Esau, but you're gonna have all respect and power and fear and reverence to Yahweh.
It says to fear, to be afraid, to stand in awe.
To stand in awe.
To be
of
awed.
the power that he's gonna show you in these last days, man.
Honor, respect.
Yeah. Honor and respect. You know that he'll have.
Isaiah 33 and 14. The sinners in Zion are afraid. Fearfulness has surprised the hypocrites. Who among us shall dwell with the devouring fire? Who amongst us shall dwell with everlasting burnings?
Hey man, you're scared enough. You know? You scared of running out of toilet paper, man. You need to fear your house.
Right. I got one for you. This Wisdom of Solomon 12 and 17. For when men will not believe that thou art of a full power, thou showest thy strength. And among them that know it, thou makest their boldness manifest. And that's what season we're in, right? The boldness of the prophets, all right, it's getting more and more intense, more bold. And what? People are so far away gone from fearing the Lord's going to come show his strength. And you tipped him, you pushed his hand, and like you forced his hand. All right?
How? Because wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth. I mean, you don't care about moral compass anymore. You don't care about doing the right thing. You do whatever the hell you want to do. You only live once.
There's no consequences here in America. You Israelites.
Every week, right?
Yeah, season 11.
You know?
It's no consequences. Everyone does what they want, and they fear the consequences of Esau. They don't fear the consequences of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. They don't fear the righteous judgment that the Heavenly Father is about to bring to this place and to you Israelites. That's what it boils down to. You know, everyone just get away with you. You do what you want. You follow your own vain imaginations, and ain't no heads being busted. Some heads about to be busted in these last days for sure.
Go ahead. It's Isaiah 10. It's Isaiah 2 and 10. It says, "Enter into the rock and hide thee in the dust, for the fear of the Lord and for the glory of His majesty. The lofty looks of man shall be humbled, and the haughtiness of men shall be bowed down, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day."
Hey, the Lord alone. We're not out here exalting ourselves. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was one of King David's henchmen, man. Ain't none of that going on.
All men need to come up under me.
Don't say no commanding general up here. All that shit is going out the window. Only Yahweh will be fully exalted. Because when Yahweh was on the scene, he didn't exalt himself, though he had all that power. He exalted the Heavenly Father. He sent him.
It says, "For the day of the Lord of hosts shall be upon everyone that is proud and lofty, and everyone that is lifted up, and he shall be brought low."
And all them lifted up people full of pride are going to be brought low. It says, for the pride, what it said, I thought you was close. Yeah, more?
I'll jump down. Verse 19. It says, "They shall go into the holes of the rocks and into the caves of the earth for fear of the Lord, and for the glory of His majesty, when He ariseth to shake terribly the earth."
Yep. When he arises to shake the earth.
He gonna shake the earth, man.
And we're not talking earthquake. It's something a little far greater than just an earthquake. Okay? The earth is gonna rock to and fro, man. Okay? It's gonna shake. And the scripture I was gonna read earlier, the brother was talking about, because heads ain't rolling and getting popped and all of that, and, the terror of the Lord. No. Yeah. Ecclesiastes 8:11 said, "Because sentence against an evil work is now executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, because shit ain't popping off yet. Because they think they can beat the coronavirus with Nike. You know? It says, and toilet paper.
That's the cure. Toilet paper. Hand sanitizer.
Yeah, hand sanitizer, right? It says, Yet surely I know that it will be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before Yahweh by Shem Yahushua. You go right back with
This is Ecclesiasticus Sirach 36 and 1. Have mercy upon us, O Yahweh, power of all, and behold us, and send thy fear upon all the nations that seek not after thee. Lift up thy hand
now,
against
seeking after the Heavenly Father to appease the Heavenly Father. Only a small remnant of his elect are seeking for him, that are called at least to this point, are seeking for the Heavenly Father. The rest of you people don't give two shits, and that's why you're going to get the destruction that you're going to get, the judgment that you're going to get.
It says, lift up thy hand against the strange nations and let them see thy power.
Yeah, show these other nations, man, that it's about Israel. Okay?
Show that power.
It's about your chosen people. You know? And it's not about the nations, because they've been boasting over us for so many ages, man. All these other nations. We ain't been in rulership positions truly in righteousness since King David and King Solomon. Yeah. That's the level we got to get back to, right? That's the level, in a higher level, if you will, and we're gonna go under your help. What the fuck? This place got
Verse 4. As thou wast sanctified in us before them, so be thou magnified among them before us, and let them know thee as we have known thee.
Let them experience the curses and shit that we've been through. The power that you truly have with us. Hey, good and bad. Let them see this happen. Let them be in awe and reverence of you when you bring down your wrath, your indignation. Right?
Yeah, because the Most High, he's known by his judgments and his powers. You know, his majesty. All of the miraculous things he did for us in Egypt. That's how our power was known.
You know that he was with us.
So it's like we were reminding the Lord, hey, remember when you showed your power back then and you got our respect back then? Show that power, hey, show yourself, man.
What we gotta do, man?
Huh?
We out here prophesying.
And we out here, we give the glory to you.
Yeah.
Hey, we give respect to you, man. You know, hey, we telling the people to put respect on his name. You know, when these plagues and pestilences that he's bringing, you know, the Lord starts showing his signs and wonders. Hey, they're gonna know that. Hey, it's got to be the God that the Israelites is talking about. You know, hey, what was that scene in the mist when that Edomite woman showed the God of the Israelites?
Yeah. She's in the grocery store and she's talking to everybody's spirit.
Hey, because like the scripture saying Malachi, that the name of the Lord is dreadful among the heathen.
That's right.
You know, because the Lord showed it. They got to witness certain instances where the Lord showed his power and it wasn't pleasant.
And when that name pops up, it usually means his people praise him. When that name starts coming in the earth, when that name shows up, that's hell for you heathens.
It says, continuing on, it says, and let them know thee as we have known thee, that there is no God but only thou, O Yahweh.
Let them know as we know if there is no other God but you, O Yahweh.
Yep.
You know?
It says, show new signs and make other strange wonders. Glorify thy hand and thy right arm, that they may set forth thy wondrous works.
Hey, and the right hand of the Lord is Yahweh Shai.
That's it.
So Yahweh Shai is going to get that glory. And the men of the Lord is the body of Yahweh Shai, man.
That's it.
You know? So the Lord's going to get his praise and name when he's sanctified in us. You know? And you got to know it's a... And look, we're not trying to take Esau down with guns and shit. The Lord's going to make it clear that he's in power. We're going to use spiritual powers, man. So you can know now, this is the children of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You know, don't fuck with them. And the Lord says we're a crown of glory in his hand. The Lord said we're his crown of glory, man. That's gold. We're his jewels, man. You get dressed and shit, you put your stuff on, you look at it. You know, Jake fix it up. That's what he is to the Lord, man. We're his beautiful jewels, his treasure, man. We're everything to the Lord. You know, these R&B singers, they make them songs. Your woman, she's that, she's this.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's how the Lord really feel about us.
Yeah.
On the right-hand side, you know, he's in balance. You get out of order, he'll smack you up, clearly. You know? But look, we're his woman. All right, he called us his friends. calls us precious jewels. All right?
All in good terms of endearment.
God.
Personal terms of endearment.
Yeah, man.
Thou art special people unto himself,
Yeah.
a peculiar treasure.
So, man, I gotta get this, man.
Con. And treasure is something to be valued. You value it more than anything else, man. You know?
Y'all feel about toilet paper right now?
Yeah.
Value of toilet paper?
Con.
And maxi pads and stuff like that?
Hand sanitizer.
And that's like gold. The
This Isaiah 43:1. But now thus saith Yahweh that created thee, O Jacob, he that formed thee, O Israel, fear not. Alright? Coronavirus, fear not. RFID chip, fear not.
God.
Alright, the Lord says, as long as you keep the word of his he's gonna keep us from our temptation.
That's it.
Brethren, this is what we've been fighting for this whole time.
God.
We've been getting afflicted, and through the power of Yahweh Shema Shah, we've been enduring. That's the only way you can endure.
God.
Alright, but it's what? He said if you get judged now, it's so you don't get judged the rest of the world. We've been holding on for this moment. Ain't no point, but this ain't for us. Alright? I have redeemed thee, past tense. Yahweh Shah came and died for us. This is done, it's written already. He said we got the victory through faith.
That's it.
I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine. When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee. And through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee.
These are truly words of comfort right here.
God.
If these words don't comfort you with all the destruction that'll be happening at the same time, then this word ain't for you, man. You're not gonna get let go and go do something.
Well, you ain't gotta say it. They ain't gonna be watching. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned. Neither shall the flame kindle upon thee. For I am Yahweh thy power, the Holy One of Israel, thy Savior. I gave Egypt for thy ransom, Ethiopia and Seba for thee. Since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee. Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life. The Lord's gonna swap it out, man, life for life. Plain as day, just that simple. Read that over, man. Since thou was precious in my sight, thou hast been honorable, and I have loved thee.
This is going back to the second chapter. Where the Lord is talking about one of these men that received the promise.
Therefore will I give men for thee, and people for thy life. So God's going to kill all these heathens to save us, to show that he loves us. Romans 9 style, man. Vessels for honor, vessels for dishonor. Fear not, for I am with thee. I will bring thy seed from the east, and gather thee from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far, and my daughters from the ends of the earth.
Not at least rain shall fall upon the earth. All the Israelites are going to come back to the kingdom. They have to start with the elect. Through the loins of the elect, those that don't make it on past the second day.
Even everyone that is called by my name, I have created him for my glory.
Creative. And what did it say in Romans 9?
Hold on, real quick. 1 Corinthians 11, what's our glory?
Oh, the woman. Damn.
We're the woman of the Most High. Through Yahweh Shah. So we are the Most High's glory, man.
I have formed him, yea, I have made him.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We ain't got nothing to worry about, man. Why you letting that happen to his woman?
Man.
You gonna let something happen to your woman?
Right.
Shit, hell no.
Get a nigga to the ground for your
You
woman.
and God trying to beat that motherfucker ass, man.
Oh, yeah.
Shit. Bitch, we die together, but ain't nothing gonna happen. Alright, but the Lord can't die, so look, we good. And it's the end of our enemy's kingdom, man. Out here through. Always tearing their ass, all the plays hit their ass. Always hitting them. Alright? The economic collapse, panic. Esau was the first one. Hey, niggas is lost. They still having a good time.
Right.
Esau was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, they bugging out. They bugging out.
Yeah, that's why I read that text message. The Edomites already in their bunkers already. They got their cocaine, literally. This is what Edomite said. He said he got his kilo of blow, his 2 year supply of tissue, Wi-Fi, or his community. He got his, I think he said year supply of whiskey.
I got a bunch of kitty porn.
Right. I'm pretty sure that was the first thing he got.
You came with that on.
He got terabytes of that.
Yeah, he got the hard drive.
Right.
No, that's gonna be with me. Fucking weirdos.
Diabolical for that. He bugging out because he see, hey, we're standing there boldly and righteous in the alliance in the face of those that have afflicted us. You know, let them know, like, hey, we're out here in the wind and in the storm, laughing at the coronavirus. But now we get a sniff for a couple of
Fine. Says we shall laugh at destruction and famine.
Hell yeah. Hey, Isaiah 65 as well. Isaiah 65,
My servant,
66.
My servant shall eat.
Yep. Second entrance.
Hey, hit them. Hit him. You know what I'm saying?
Give him what?
I'm getting second entrance too.
I got Isaiah 65.
The Lord said, woe to you that laugh now, for you shall mourn and weep. But hey, now we're laughing and you're mourning.
That's right.
And weeping.
That's right. And it's going to increase. Our smile's going to get bigger. All right, and your pain is going to grow worse.
Hell yeah.
It's Isaiah 65 and 12. Therefore I will number you to the sword, and ye shall bow down to the sun. Start up.
There's like 2 verses up.
Okay. I will bring forth the seed out of Jacob.
What's the verse like this?
And Sharon shall be a fold of flocks.
Start at 8. Well, that means 7. Start at 7.
It's Isaiah 65 and 7. Your iniquities and the iniquities of your fathers together, saith the Lord, which have burnt incense upon the mountains and blasphemed me upon the hills. Therefore I will measure their former work into their bosom.
Right? So, hey, Jeremiah 44. The Lord sent this prophets up saying, do not these abominable things that I hate. All right? But yet they don't listen. They still burn the incense. They still follow after other gods. All right? This main god they follow right now is Esau Edom. All right? And that's why the Lord is coming and he said there should be a visitation upon your idols. You're going to learn that Esau Edom is a man and not God. You're going to learn that you yourself is a man and not God, man. All right? Do as thou wilt. Who the fuck are you, man? You ain't got no will. It's the will of the Lord.
Thus saith the Lord, as the new wine is found in the cluster, and one saith, destroy it not, for a blessing is in it, so will I do for my servants' sake.
Right, so the Lord won't utterly destroy Israel. You know, just like if you find some grapes, you may have a bad cluster of grapes. You can find those couple good ones that you can still use for that wine. All right, so the Lord, he's plucking us. These some good ones right here. They not smashed. Here you go.
And I may not destroy them all. And I will bring forth a seed out of Jacob and out of Judah, an inheritor of my mountains, and my elect shall inherit it.
Right, and Yahweh Shai is that seed, man. All right, starting when he's the captain of our salvation. So the salvation is done for. It's written. It's actually, like they say, the writing is on the wall. Which they got that saying from the Bible. They got it from Daniel. Which let you know all these famous sayings and stories come from the Bible. The story of the 3 little pigs. All right, Yahweh Shai did that. This Bible governs the world. The Lord made all this, man. He's fulfilling everything that he's written about, man. This is our salvation here. The destruction of our enemies, our salvation.
And my servants shall dwell there, and Sharon shall be a fold of flocks, in the valley of Anchor, a place for the herds to lie down in, for my people that have sought me. But ye are they that forsake the Lord, that forget my holy mountain, that prepare a table for that troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number.
So you got the Lord's servants, which in Maccabees, the Lord says he's comforting his servants. All right, he mentions how Isaiah and Jeremiah will stand before him. All right, he said you that don't do the work. All right, these different so-called groups and leaders of our communities, all right, of the Israelites, these other camps, and you forsaking the people, man. You're not warning people, so you're not going to get that cover. You're not going to get that blessing, man. You're a foul grape. All right, evil fig, man, can't even be eaten. So a wild grape. So what comes with that, man? You're going to be destroyed with these heathens. All right, but the Lord got something special for a service. Go ahead.
But ye are that they that forsake the Lord, that forgot my holy mountain, that prepare a table for the troop, and that furnish the drink offering unto that number. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter, because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spoke, ye did not hear, but did evil before my eyes, and did choose that wherein I delighted not.
That's Proverbs 1st chapter when I stretched out my hand and called you, no one regarded me. And that's talking about the prophets that are, stretching out, extending that hand.
Okay.
Or verse 13. Therefore, thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servants shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servants shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. Behold, my servants shall sing for joy of heart, but ye shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit.
Oh, yes. It's going to get so bad. The Israelite woman, she's going to take her children and boil them, eat them. Niggas going to be eating their leather belts.
Okay.
That's how bad it's going to be.
And the scripture say they're gonna bite on their own arm. They gonna eat their own shit.
And eat the flesh of their own arm, drink their own blood.
And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen, for the Lord power shall slay thee and
Hey,
call
don't we curse you niggas right now? No. You niggas are cursed unto us.
Isaiah 54 and 17. No weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. It also says that they who rise up against thee in judgment thou shalt condemn.
Okay.
So, hey, the prophets, when they declare a curse unto the people, it shall be done. Jeremiah did it.
Yep.
It happened.
and call his servants by another name, that he who blessed himself in the earth shall bless himself in the Most High of truth, and he that sweareth in the earth shall swear by the Most High of truth, because the former troubles are forgotten, and because they are hid from my eyes.
Let's talk about Most High forgiving our sins. Taking the curses off of us.
Yeah, the Lord is going to ultimately show mercy to his elect. He's going to keep them in a safe place to keep them hidden from the indignation.
Done.
All right? But he's going to send that scourge across the rest of the nation. The 2/3 of our people, they're going to catch this last unadulterated ass whooping, man. They're going to catch it again. You know? Because the Lord he have care and mercy for his elect. It's always been that way, man.
Done.
Why is that? Hey, I'm looking at 2 Corinthians 2 from reading, and there's something in common with the Isaiah. Doing the work, standing stiffly for the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, man. Plain and simple. Those who don't, those that forsook the Lord, the reason why Esau was going to come down with this great judgment on niggas, all right, Jacob's trouble, all right, you're going to get it, man.
Yep.
All right, because you didn't preach the word. Plain and simple. This is 2 Corinthians 2 with 2:18. For thy help will I send my servants Isaiah and Jeremiah, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for thee 12 trees laden diverse fruits. All right, the man of the Lord is pushing out that tree of life, man, giving his word, which Yahweh Shai is that tree. He is the wisdom, right? And as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. All right, we're going to get our land back, man. All right? And hell, Yahweh Shai said the kingdom of heaven is within us. Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. How do we do that? Spiritually, man. All right, by preaching this word. Heal the broken and the weak, laugh not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of thy clearness. So it explains what he means right there. Coming into the sight of the Lord's clearness. All right, putting on the Lord's clothing. All right, like it says in Revelation, don't let the Lord come. You don't got your garment on. All right. Heal the keep the old and young within thy walls. Wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and will give thee the first place in my resurrection. So because we're doing his work, the Lord has promised he's going to save us. So we're going to get the first prize at that, man. Right. All right, join Ezra Yahweh Shai. Abide still O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness still come. And the Lord didn't say go arm up. He didn't say go get some target practice in. He said abide still. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish, for I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble, Jacob's trouble, and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance.
Right.
The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall...
Man, the Lord not going to get carjacked or careful.
My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. So the Lord God is this trouble, this Jacob's trouble ain't for us. It says the child of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. Who was that he? True Israelites, the Israel of God. He said we was not called to wrath, man, but to repentance.
That's it. I got a quick one. This is Wisdom of Solomon. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, and verse 23. So it's like in 22, it says, therefore, whereas thou hast chastened us, thou scourgest our enemies 1,000 times more, to the intent that when we judge, we should carefully think of thy goodness, and when we ourselves are judged, we should look for mercy. Whereas men have lived dissolutely and unrighteously, thou hast tormented them with their own abominations. So hey, that's the Lord is gonna ultimately have mercy on us, knowing that he chastised us, he put us through the ringer, he put us through the furnace of adversity, and we're gonna come out as was like it says in Isaiah 13, that we should be like a found unto precious gold, like the
fine gold,
Ophir. But the rest of our people, they're a bunch of dross. You know, they're a bunch of debris. So the Lord's gonna put that fire to them, and it's gonna be intense, man. You know.
That's what I always say. We don't know how they're gonna handle the
people. Man. So hey, that's why it says in 2nd Ezra 9, how the Lord he made that grape with a cluster. He made it perfect for himself. You know. And he said he spared it greatly.
First fruit.
You know?
Apple the most.
And he said, what did he say after that? You know, let my the grape of my custard be kept, but let the multitude perish. You know? So that's why they're going to be sorrowful, man. They're going to have the gnashing of the teeth. But we're going to be joyful, man. We're going to be exceedingly glad, man. We're going to be singing the song of Moses. Watching the reward of the wicked, man.
Job chapter 5, started at I started at 15, 16.
Well, where you at?
Job 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I started 15. It says, but he saved the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. He said he chastened us, he scourges our enemies 10 times more, 100 times. It says, for he maketh sore and bindeth up, he wounded, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in 7 shall no evil touch thee.
And he's going to allow those troubles to hit 2/3 of Israel.
Right.
That's why it's Jacob's trouble.
Not all Israel was Jacob's trouble. Right? Not the blessings. So in famine he shall be from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Thou shalt be hid from the sword of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beasts of the earth. thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and with the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Even the animals, as they love people, they be like King Ezekiel walking around, you know? Not even tripping off of us.
It's like we're gonna be treated like we're angels, you know.
Spirit, I told his brother earlier about that. He was like, man, it was about to talk about the duck. The duck came up and was posed. Hey, the animals already can kind of tell that we got different spirits. They don't feel us. They don't feel harm. Like we gonna get an M80 or feed it some fucking some poisonous to watch it die. You know?
Hey,
they don't have a problem coming down.
Hey, and in one way, the animal is gonna be able to be in league with us, because it talks about how the Most High is gonna make us His habitation. So when all hell breaks loose, the Lord's gonna be in control of it all. He's gonna put the fear of men on the animals, but they're gonna have that fear towards the elect.
Right.
For the elect, they're gonna be able to, you know, wander safely. You know, hey, the scripture saying Psalm 91 how he gonna have the angels keep charge over us.
Right.
So, hey, we could literally be, you know, out there, you know, looking for food or whatever, and there'll be an angel guiding you, and then you might see wild beasts ripping people up, and then they might see you and be like, let me turn back around and let me keep focusing on this dead body right here. I'm not gonna even mess with it.
Like that account where what we were talking about last week.
Oh, you talking about with Balaam?
I always get it with Balaam. The donkey saw the angel. He had sword. He was like, whoa, trying to step off the path. Be some people won't be like it. They gonna be able to see. They're gonna be able to see the angel without.
You remember that video I did? I showed you with the angel.
The angels are fierce to look at, man.
Yeah, you see this one, the brother had the picture of him.
And every time you hear the scriptures in the accounts, people saw the angels, they just
Fell to their face.
Too much, the brightness, the power, you know.
With Samson's parents, when, the mother, when she saw the angel, she came and told her husband, like I saw the angel. His countenance was very terrible.
The animals, they have a spiritual eye too, man. They'll be able to see an angel before you could, man. You know? Good.
So 2nd Esdras, chapter 16, and verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
Yeah.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
We don't be trying, our faith is gonna be tried. Let them go.
For ye my beloved, saith the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Behold, the days of trouble are ahead, but I will deliver you from the same.
Behold, the days of trouble are at hand. That's the time we come into now. Okay, literally beginning right before our eyes. But he will deliver the elect from the same.
Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, it's your guide.
Hey, both sides are guide. We ain't gotta worry about what we're doing. We know it's gonna be good. We know that.
The Lord is gonna direct our steps. He's gonna have the angels, you know, give charge over us. So the Lord's gonna put the spirit on men to maneuver and you know, he's gonna direct them in ways away from evil, man. You know?
I remember that scene in Minority Report. She was like, okay, drop some coins for this man. And then they dropped the coins, okay, now let's stop right here. Balloons came, right? That's how the Lord's gonna direct us, man, that thing. Like pinpoint.
It's Isaiah 30 and 21. And thy ears shall hear a word behind thee saying, this is the way, walk ye in it. When you turn to the right hand and we turn to the left.
Hey, he's gonna be like, look, like just like we use that a lot of times when the people pass the camp, they hear the righteous way of the Lord right here. Well, it's gonna be the same type of voice that's gonna speak to us through the Spirit that's gonna tell us, hey, Duck, okay, stay here. Okay, see that manhole that look like there's nothing here? We'll keep going further, and that's where all the food is at. It's gonna direct us right to safety, right to where we need to be. We like wolves are gonna be hunting people in packs, and we might be following the wolves.
Hey, it can. I mean, it's. I mean, we can't limit the Most High. Like, there's so many scenarios that He can use to preserve us, man.
Right.
You know, and we even talked about it last night in the live show, how the Lord could put the Spirit on our enemies to entreat us well.
Yeah.
You're gonna have enemies that you think that like that might go down. Like if he see me, you know, he might pull out his gun and try to kill me. But then, you know, once he sees you, he gonna be like, hey, come here, like, hey, I got food over here, come get it. You know, hey, something about you, man. Hey, come over here. You know, there's some fresh running water. I got some water for you. This and that. It can happen like that, man. Another person walk by, he get his head blown off.
Hebrews 13 and 1. Let brotherly love continue and be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares.
So hey, always be aware who you're around and what message they come to deliver to. Because a lot of people may shy away from certain things, but you never know what scenario the Heavenly Father is set you up in. Good or bad, really. But if you're not the elect, man, it's going to continually direct us to a good scenario.
Like someone can walk up to you and help you out or give you something that you need in that time, and you'll never see them again. That was an angel. Or give you some advice, or tell you, don't go down this way. They chipping people down there, or they doing so, whatever it may be, because we're coming into those times where you're going to see things that you ain't never seen before, and you're going to need the Spirit of Yahweh Shah to guide you. And through the Spirit, you can have someone come up and guide you, and that could be an angel.
Yeah. The ball paddler, I just got my tip. Back there, and they got the lines up. We know better. We don't need to go that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Something that simple to something astronomical and miracle like a pipe.
And we're gonna be in the spirit of, like what Yahweh Shai said, take no thought for what you shall eat, what you shall drink, what you shall clothe. You know, the Lord's gonna take care of everything.
Or what you shall say.
Yeah, that too. You know? That's the same chapter.
Go ahead a little more still.
Yep.
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt. For Yahweh Shah
said, be ye not afraid. That's not to everybody. Because we already have that level of fear now, but hopefully in our spiritual bank accounts, we'll build up enough so we'll make it through all of this. Right? He said, neither doubt. Also, don't have doubt about what Yahweh's going to do. Y'all need to jump off this building. Be all right. Like, taking the car with one of them, like, can't jump off the building.
Hey, but not to say they're gonna jump off the building, all right? Jake Simple, you know how simple Jake get, man.
Yeah. Bad example.
When it say, you can say something simple like, see that second level right there, like, I might break my leg, my legs and my ankles. But shit, the Most High may have it where you don't. You get that for just that split second. You get that youthful feeling about yourself when you was like 15, where you could do stuff like that. And it wouldn't hurt, and you ain't aching,
Hey, because even the scriptures talk about, when certain brothers is going to go through, the persecution, the Lord's going to give us the comforter to be able to deal with it. Like some brothers that might have to be faced with, the guillotine or, torturing method or whatever. The Lord's going to actually give you a comforting spirit to be able to bear it. So even with that situation, if you're faced with that, don't fear, man. And there's accounts of, how when certain men of the Lord, when they died for Yahweh Shai, for the gospel, it was like they really didn't feel shit, man. They just took their death cheerfully.
You know?
Like they didn't die in pain and agony and it's a long death. It could appear that way, but the spirit probably already left them. They gave them the ghost already.
You know, and that's, the Lord ain't gonna give that spirit to the wicked. They gonna feel every freaking burn, man. They gonna feel every wound or whatever they gonna be dealt with, With the elect, you're gonna be all right regardless, man.
You can't doubt that. You have to truly believe that. But you have to be given that gift of faith. To say, you know what, I believe this.
Yeah.
That's what my actions do.
Be not afraid, another doubt. For Yahweh Hashem Yahushai is the guide. And the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, saith the Lord help.
Looking for
I had it. Okay. This is second evidence. Verse 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby he hath believed. Shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
what does that remind you of? Jeremiah
1 and 5.
1 and 5.
Before I formed me in the belly.
Before I formed me in the belly, I knew thee and sanctified thee and ordained thee a prophet to the nations.
Ephesians 1 and 4.
Done. And really, that's the elect, man. They're the ones that's going to ultimately doing the works of faith. They're going to be the ones storing up that treasure, man. That heavenly treasure, man. Laying in store for themselves against a foundation against the day to come. That's coming out here and giving their body as a living sacrifice, man.
Hey, we're really risking our lives. We got to come by ourselves.
Hey, bro, we're doing this so we can escape those perils, man.
Right.
That's what we out here for, man.
Go ahead. I was going to say, like, knowing the things that are, knowing the terror of the Lord, we're not worried about something like a sniffle or dying from the trust me. If we get the word, if we believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, if we die from anything, then we got out early. That's all it is. It's like getting out of school early. It's not a bad thing, no matter how you slice it. God believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Now, they'll be more blessed that don't see that. True enough. But believing in it versus not believing in it, it's way worse than don't believe in it.
But even if you die, it's still going to be a blessing because you still going to be partaker of the first resurrection.
Exactly.
The Lord's going to bring you right back. Go ahead, huh?
You read
It's like you know, and you're written in the book of life.
Book of life. Second Ezra 9 and 9, it says, then shall they be in pitiful case, which now have abused my ways, and they have cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me. And they that have loathed my law, while they had yet liberty, and when as place of repentance was opened unto them, understood not, but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when. We see the ways that are lining up, but don't worry about that. You need to be fully focused on getting your salvation. Okay, that's the warning of us. Don't worry about what happened there. What about you? Oh yeah, I'm going. It says, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved.
In Romans 15 and 4, the Lord gave us different examples of salvation. All right, different ways how the Lord during famine fed the prophets. All right, led them to a brook, had a had a raven bring food to Elijah. The Lord grabbed him back by the hair. He never even knew how to get to Babylon. I don't know how to get to Babylon. The Lord snatched him up, took him there, right? Well, we got Daniel, he was locked up. They tossed him in there with the hungry lions. The lions just sat there. But when they tossed the wicked serpents in there, they devoured him. It said nothing was left. They had everything, including the bones. Right? They ate it all, huh?
And that was in the ancient world. See, the lions was super big.
So that's what we focus on. We look at how the different ways the Lord can save us.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah, we don't
not
worry
even
about how to die. We worry about how to live.
right. Not even, oh well, if we maybe be hit. Hey, look, the Lord said he got us. You can be at the guillotine, the guillotine come down and fucking break.
Yeah.
You know? At the end of the day, the Lord said he gonna keep us from our temptation. This is a different time period. We done died many times for Yahweh Shai. If we need to this time, we still will. You know? But this time around, hey, Yahweh Shai got something different for us, man. He got that salvation. Hey, somebody gotta live now and never taste death. Hey, it says covet the best gifts. That's what we're gonna covet, man.
Mark 9:1. And he said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that there be some of them that stand here which shall not taste of death till they have seen the kingdom of Yahweh Shai come with power.
That's right. I got a mystery. We shall not all die. We shall all change. We shall all change.
Be changed.
There you go, man. So don't look forward to the death. All right, don't doubt the fear of death. You know, but we ain't not that lot, man. Lord, what do we like? You know, we looking forward to the Lord. They said, worry about how I'm going to save you. Think about how I can get you out of this jam. Look forward to it like that.
What I say is don't be a negative Nancy over there. People go wrong.
Right.
You gotta look how the Heavenly Father to manifest His power to save you in positive things. That's how we're looking for it.
And Daniel, the three holy children, when the king was like, look, y'all ain't gonna bow down, they said, we're still gonna save you. They said, our power, if he wanted to save us, he gonna save us. And if not, we're still not gonna bow down to you. That's the mindset we gotta have. Look, the Lord is mighty to save. If he wants us to perish, he still got us. But look, the Lord, they told him we're gonna be careful. The Lord can save us, man. And this is our time of salvation.
So far, it says, I'm gonna read that verse again, verse 13. And therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created. Then I answered and said, I have said before, and now do I that's right. And now do speak, and will speak it also hereafter, that there be many more of them which perish than them which shall be saved. Like as a wave is greater than a drop. Wow. Right? It says, I'll jump down to
That's a lot of Israelites, man.
yeah.
We're as the sand of the sea, so if there's gonna be more that die than that are saved, it's gonna be like the Lord's trying to wipe Israel out, man. That's how fed up the Heavenly Father is with Israel. You know, if it wasn't for his remnant, he would take us out, man.
For his promise that he made to
going back to the covenant.
the covenant coming.
You know? 2/3 of Israel, man, y'all it's like you're overdue for destruction. The Lord gotta just take you niggas out your misery. Alright? Taking the world and guys out of part of the circumcision, man. You know?
Yeah.
It's coming to that time, man. The Lord, he's gonna visit you that are part of the circumcision too.
Right. Yeah, my house.
All you fake phonies out there, man, you've been playing, you think you're gonna play the Most High, man?
Call him yo play yoga.
Yeah.
He used to scoff at his prophets. John the Baptist not the truth. Scoff at Paul. Paul was going on. Hey, look. Hey, the Lord, you got judgment for that.
Yeah.
Evil of righteous men.
Because they teach that, and they know the right way is through the elder, the apostles, the elders, down to the men you see of great building. So it's not like you don't know, and you just coming up, with something that that's putting their own vain opinion. But the truth is out there. But you ain't gonna repent. That's all you gotta do is repent and say, yeah, we went off on this and this, but y'all not humble men, you're not the meek.
You know what I'm saying? for them.
Yeah.
The Most High is still running them as well.
Yep.
There have to be examples made on every level, man. You know, and just rejoice that the Spirit led us to the apostles and elders and great people.
Hey, because if you're running across these false men, you're gonna be a part of that multitude that's gonna perish.
Right.
You know?
Hey,
Them niggas are set up to deceive the multitude.
So imagine the Pittsburgh situation, right? Those that the prophet on that spot for all those years, and all of a sudden these men come up and want to take their spot. Well, cool, take the spot. Guess what happens now? Anybody coming up looking for us, time's up for the righteous in the spot.
Yeah.
You want to run into these men because they don't sound good, but it's not meant for you to get it.
Yep.
And so you're gonna catch the destruction fucking with those men in that spot now. You're hearing that's the word of the middle Lord, they down on such and such and such and such. You go down there, you're gonna run into the wrong group.
Man.
Get up there again. That's the sign that the apostles ain't on 34th no more. That was a sign. All of these signs are showing you the power of the word is right before us.
He's making the path narrow and narrow.
Oh, bro, it's so hard. Beyond the YouTube challenges, you know, that we have to deal with, just to post on YouTube, going out in the street corner gonna be even more difficult. You don't know where the middle road gonna be at.
We're making a joke about their brothers yesterday. He had to pass a brother the sword to find the precept, man. But they supposed to be men of the Lord.
Right.
That's like me, hey brother, find that where it said, come in the thief of night scripture for me.
Like he gave him the whole sword,
He gave
bro.
the book to him and had him go and find it for him so he could bring it back and bring the precept back.
And that show you that the Spirit of the Lord is not dealing with
It's
it,
not
man.
with those dudes.
He's not, the Lord is not dealing with militant, gun-toting niggas with army fatigues on. You know? Carnal.
All the goddamn costumes. Nobody dealing with that. Hey, that verse was simple, man. That verse was simple for real. Men of the Lord that want the complexity of the Spirit of the house by shooting outside. That ain't falling for that. Alright?
Hey, they remind me of those men that were of the baser sort that came against the house of Jason. That's exactly how they operate. Like they were basically lying in wait. They gathered together because they was basically going to persecute. Yeah, it's all planned out. You know, that was what they did, man. Niggas basically some low life ass niggas, man. You know, they ain't coming in the spirit of Yahweh. So everybody that comes up under you, they take on that same evil vibration. It tells you when the Lord was cussing out the scribes and Pharisees, he said when you convert them, the proselytes, you make them more twofold the child of hell than yourself. So you make us come into these different false groups. You gonna be destroyed, man. You gonna be in that great multitude that's gonna perish.
And I lead them up line, and they both should fall into the ditch.
Yeah.
The Apostle Tahara said it years ago. That thing gonna get broken up. This thing gonna get broken up.
Bro.
He said it.
Apostle Tahar, I watched an old video. He prophesied about comfy. He said, yeah, comfy ain't gonna last, comfy going down. And it was, of course, wherever he went down 2 years ago, but this video I watched was in 09. You know? And
he said it about Satan.
Yeah.
IUIC, that thing gonna get broken up.
That's right, though.
Yep.
That ain't last.
It ain't gonna last. He said, all these different things. ICPK, that thing. Then he said, if Tazariak don't get himself right, he gonna go down with him.
He going down with him.
Yeah, but at this point, he gonna hold on to that ship and roll all the way down. You know? But that's good for you. That's the phrase that I use. For every one of you niggas that fall off, I feel like I have a better chance of making it. You know? So y'all keep playing your role, man. Right?
Because the Lord, he's basically making it clear, who the men actually are, man. It tells us that in Malachi, that we're gonna have that discernment to be able to discern, who's serving the Lord, who's not serving Him. You come to Great Millstone, you're gonna get the breakdowns, man. You're gonna get prophecy. You go to them, like you come to them niggas, they talking about us.
Yeah.
Oh, them brothers are rapists. Hey, you sisters, they hate you sisters. You need to move away from them. Because you need to come to ISUPK, the home of the truth. in the spirit and power of Yahana Bahashim, Yahana Shai.
The UPK.
You know?
It sound that foolish stuff.
Yeah.
You listen to I don't know if you other people are hearing, but it just sounds like damn dumb to us. Like they don't. Like, why would you? The uniforms is bad enough for them.
Man.
You know, they got the people with the armband. I started putting the armbands on like
With the
fucking He-Man armband.
what's the shit around it?
What is Twin Power armband?
Like the spikes, yeah, the spikes around it and shit, man.
Look like the Furious Five.
That has nothing to do with bringing the word out.
We gonna be blocking bullets and shit, you know?
You know, 3D effects and the intros of these videos. We don't need all that, man. Bring the word out.
Matthew chapter 23.
Yes. Beautiful chapter. I already know where that chapter is going.
And where I'm starting. Well, I'm gonna start at 4. For they bind heavy burdens and grievous to be borne, and lay them on men's shoulders, but they themselves would not move them with one of their fingers.
Hey, they want you to deal with the heavy shit, but they don't want to deal with it themselves. Gotta bring IUIC back up. They always want to push the law. You know that they can't perform the law. They want you to do more than they can do themselves. Okay? And it's coming out about them, about making people leave for adults, which we do. It's starting to come out on a higher level now. Better, bro.
But all their works they do for to be seen of men.
Yep.
They make broad their phylacteries.
Yep.
And enlarge the borders of their garments.
It's funny when you see them, they have the big megaphone with the ISUPK headbanners. Just teach the truth, man. Just teach the truth, bro. Just read the Bible, break it down the right way. That's it. You don't need all that. You don't need the matching colors. You don't need all that. Just come out and teach, man. Just come out and teach them what's really going on.
Hey, but you know what? Their attire suits them just fine. Because the colors that they chose, that matches their spirit.
Yep.
Their spirit is black, man.
Right.
Their behavior is black, man.
A nigga from black culture make an easy transition right over to ISUPK, man.
Straight up. You know?
Nigga was wearing the beret, right?
Yeah. Nigga had a wave cap on, bro.
And to be called of men, Rabbi, Rabbi. But be not ye called Rabbi, for one is your master, even Yahushua, and all ye are brethren. You know? It's like, Yohana, you said everybody got to come under him and shit. You know? That's an example of that.
You got somebody to come up under. Yahushua. And you be like, well, you need a man. No, we got it. We got the Holy Spirit right there. And then we got men teaching in that same Holy Spirit under Yahushua, declaring that they are under Yahushua also.
With that same humbleness and meekness.
That's right.
You know, like you always say, the apostles say, yo, we just men. We don't, like you said, I don't know who this brother is in the spirit and vice versa. You know, so we all just men seeking salvation. We're not, it's not no, there's certain levels to the court to the spirit, but at the end of the day, we all men. We all mortal men trying to receive salvation, not a man.
From the top guys all the way down to the 140,000 person, even down to the 1/3. Making it is all that matters. Okay? It doesn't matter where you fall in to me especially. It doesn't matter where I fall at it, as long as I'm in it. You know? Well, I would be. You said you had something? Okay. Well, let's go back. I got picked up at verse 19. Second Edwards 9 and 19. For everyone, now I'm gonna read 17. And he said to me, saying, like as a field is, so is also the seed. As the flowers be, such are the colors also. Such as the workman is, such also is the work. As the husbandman is himself, so is his husbandry also. For it was the time of the world. And now when I am prepared, the world which was not yet made, even for them that dwell in the that now live, no man spake against me. For then everyone obeyed, but now the manners of them which are created in this world that is made are corrupted by a perpetual seed. So there's even people that aren't going to get right in this time. And when this time comes, they're not regarding the place that Yahweh shines. They're not regarding the future of the kingdom of heaven. Okay? They're just out there just being demons, man. And that's even among our own people. Right? That's why they're not going to be saved. It says, and by a law which is unsearchable, rid themselves. So I considered the world, and behold, there was peril because of the devices that were come into it. And I saw and spared it greatly, and have kept me a grape of the cluster, and a plant of a great people. And if it were not for that grape of the cluster, the great people, the elect, all Israel, there would be no flesh of Israel, let's just say. There would be no Israelites left. Okay? But the water Yahweh outside for keeping that the elect, that allows it to come back to him. As he said it. Okay? Because all this that's going to happen in all righteousness and all glory will be because he kept his word. All right?
That's beautiful, man. He picked that picked that grape of the cluster from before the foundation of the world, man. The first fruits. You know?
Right. Now 22, let the multitude perish then that was born in vain, and let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. There's a good balance to that. Even though the numbers aren't even, the balance of it, the value of one versus the value of another is perfect balance. There's a lot of 2/3 that are going to die, man. A lot of Israelites are going to die. A lot of you people, man, that are going to know you're Israel are still going to die. Okay?
And they're going to come back, you know, in the kingdom.
Yeah.
They're going to be ashamed of them.
Yeah.
You know?
Hey, get away from me, you workers of iniquity.
Yeah, I never knew you.
Yeah, I was holding that too.
Matthew 7 and verse 22. Many will say in that day, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in thy name?
Hey, you other cats better think this through, man. Some of the top guys are sealed already, but some of you that really came in with sincerity that just didn't know any better, take easily and personal. Need to wake the hell up, man. Okay? Go ahead.
And in thy name have cast out devils, and in thy name done many wonderful works. And then will I profess unto them, I never knew you.
Then Yahweh Shai gonna say, I never knew you. That's scary, bro.
Yep.
It's like
That's Yahweh Shai denying you at the door.
Yeah, like the door.
I was about to say that, bro.
You're trying to get in, and you expecting to get in, and they like, nah.
You're shooting right, bro.
You ain't got the right outfit on today. You can't go.
It's all white party.
Put it like this: you see a chariot beaming up this brother, beaming up this brother, and you sitting there waiting like, I know I'm next. And then the beam.
Johanna, he definitely.
And
That
then
motherfucker, man, he gonna be really like, I got my own chariot.
yeah.
He gonna get caught up separate from everybody else's shit, man.
And then the Most High, Yahweh Shai, they so cold because it's Jake like to fuck with people and play jokes. They may have the beam just come down right there and say, nah, ain't for you, motherfucker. Just to mess with their mind, mess with their mental.
They gonna get sent.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the judgment, man. Not a wailing and gnashing of teeth, man.
Yep. I never knew you. Depart from me, ye that work iniquity.
And
You better consider what your teachers is pushing out there. You better really consider how righteous the camp that you in is being out there. I was watching the up-and-coming elder, Dr. Zakba. He was saying, go right into that, man. Just leave. Just walk off, man. You ain't got to go report and tell them why. You ain't got to report to them. You need to be reporting to your Howard side, man.
That's right.
Report to the spirit of Yahweh by Shem outside and truth and sincerity, man. That's what you need to be worried about. Who cares if they ostracize you? You try to ostracize yourself, man. With the men of the Lord, the true righteous judgment. Okay? Because trying to appease men, you see what that's getting them. You see what that's getting them. Okay? And y'all know Tazariak's breakdown of why he chose ISK, right? Well, I looked around and all I saw was that this was the original school. Why would I go anywhere but the original? About the school, or the name of the school, or what goes on in the school. It's about the spirit that's the inclusion. That's where you got, that's where you fall at. That's where most of you guys fall at. But we don't want you if you're on that level.
I got a scripture to back up what you said about basically what the elder Manat Zakba was telling him. You ain't got to report or say why you leaving if something ain't right. And basically that's the spirit kind of give you discernment to see that something ain't right. Well, this is John 10, and I'm going to just start at 1. It says, verily I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, climbeth up some other way, the same as a thief and a robber. But he that entereth in by the door is the shepherd of the sheep. To him the porter openeth, and the sheep hear his voice. And he calleth his own sheep by name, and leadeth them out.
Hey, over there, hey, Shalom, brother, by name. Shalom, brother, come on, brother. Paul, come on, come on, man. I'm know you by name. And if you're trying to sneak another way in, into this party, man, it ain't gonna be good. Just go through the door.
That wedding garment on.
Go through the door. Yeah. The only way to get in. You got it?
It says, and when he putteth forth his own sheep, he goeth before them, and the sheep follow him, for they know his voice. And a stranger will they not know, but will flee from him.
Will flee.
That's what the brother was saying.
They will not know. So, hey, you're not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're a stranger to the Most High.
And if you start to recognize the works that you're reading about the men of the Lord doing in the Bible aren't matching up with the works of the people at the head of your camps, you better flee. Yep. Just leave immediately.
Mark them and avoid them, man.
Yeah.
We didn't even say come to great millstone. We don't care about that. Go serve the true spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and that'll be enough.
Yep, it says, for they know not the voice of strangers. Hey, that John the Baptist not being the truth. I'm surprised half the congregation didn't leave that place, man.
Right.
How the hell you?
Who was this guy?
It's like it's starting with Abba Bivens and the elders, and all of a sudden in 2020 you come with this revelation that John the Baptist ain't in the truth.
Right.
Ain't a revelation, it's just a heresy.
Yeah, heresy slacker, yeah.
That was a Satan, that was a seducing spirit.
But they see it as a revelation.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. They see it as a
right.
Like it's something profound.
Hey, because Tazariak had the nerve, like when they tried to say why John the Baptist didn't follow Yahushai, and then we brought out in Mark 9 where it says, where John, the Apostle John, he saw those other men casting out devils in the name of Yahushai, and then basically Yahushai told them, hey, they that gather if they're not against me, then they're basically they're for me. You know, they casting out devils in my name. Hey, there's no man that can cast out devils and speak evil of me. They tried to interpret that to say, well, because they didn't do it. And then they tried to tie it up with the brother read in Matthew 7. Not every man that shall say, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom. Or they shall say, have we not cast out devils in thy name? So they tried to apply that, bro.
I never understood what the benefit of making John the Baptist not a man of the Lord was.
Well, Yahushua already said it plainly. He was the best prophet.
yeah.
So before,
Like I say,
But see, Tazariak, him trying to demonize John and butchering the scriptures, that Matthew 7 chapter is looking more like it's going to be your destination. You really talking about yourself. You going to be the one saying, did we not prophesy in thy name? Which really, no, you came in the name of Christ.
Yep.
You
Yeah.
weren't even preaching Yahweh Shai. So the Lord doesn't recognize you, man. All your works, all of the sacrifice that you sending up, that's strange to the Lord, man. Because you're doing it in vain, man. You're not doing it, and you're not being careful how you're building on Yahweh Shai's foundation, man. You know? Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 2. But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there should.
Which is more like, which is more than us today. There's false prophets out here too.
Yeah.
There's false prophets out here. You're just gonna listen to anybody that got on the damn I won't say something stupid. The Planet of the Apes suit on. You don't follow anybody with that? Just because they got that on? You need to be attentive to what garments that you need to have on. The garments that you need to be worried about is the one that the man, the internal man is messing with.
But there were false prophets also among the people, even as there shall be false teachers among you. Probably shall bring in damnable heresies, even denying the Lord, the body, and bring upon themselves swift destruction.
Bring upon themselves swift destruction. Because you playing, they're going to be beaten with many stripes because they're playing with the name of the Lord. They're playing with the word of the Lord. This is a life or death thing that you sign up for. But guess what? The end of life in this place, in this time, in this age anyway, is death anyway. So all you're really doing is risking for life. But if you do it the right way, you're called to it, you have the opportunity to truly get salvation, true glory and honor. And that's what we're fighting. Okay? You're fighting for that, man. Free from those things that you know are wrong. A lot of you don't know how to do it. Just lead. Go teach the word yourself.
Hey, but it takes somebody that's prudent to be able to know. Because it says that the simple believe in every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going, man. So these men, they'll deceive you with fair speeches, with a quoted personality, with the bravado and the charisma.
Yeah.
Great good speakers. They use $100 words and shit to bring take in.
Yeah, man. If you're not grounded, you don't have the spirit, you're gonna be taken by that, man.
And that's what the damn the Christian church does. They play on Jake's emotion.
Yeah, kind.
They're taken by that. Like, the choir and all the big cathedrals and shit. The Lord is dealing with this guy.
The prosperity doctrine.
Let me read this. This is Isaiah 8:20. To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Now, how the hell is John the Baptist not a man of the Lord? I don't understand that. I mean, why that's even anything being taught out there? But to me, what I heard when I saw that on Cesariac, okay, yeah, he learned in the Great Millstone, he got a lot of breakdowns, and all that's about to go. Look like all that's about to be taken from him. That's what it looked like, putting that out about John the Baptist.
Yeah.
It looked like all that's about to go.
Bro, even the heathen, even the Edomites know that John the Baptist
Was the man of the Lord. Yeah.
Bro, what book are you reading? For real.
Come on, man.
The New Testament starts off with this guy. What are you talking about? Important figure. What are you talking about? The Old Testament ends with him talking about here come Elijah again.
Yeah.
And then it starts with John the Baptist. It's right there.
What? Matter of question is, John the Baptist. So what name was he baptizing people in? Christ? Come on, man. That shit is like, we shouldn't even have to go through this, man. This late in this, man. We shouldn't have to be, we got to defend the gospel, of course, but come on, man. Niggas, man.
That's cool though, cause John, he's gonna get the last laugh. They gonna bow to John. All that shit that they was talking about, they gonna literally have their head down that John, man. And when John was on the scene, he wasn't doing nigga shit like what you doing, man. He had his disciples. He didn't send them to go harass Yahushua's disciples, man.
Darn.
That's what you're not going to read about John. Okay? Hey, John, hey, when he was in the prison, hey, he cussed Esau out to his face.
Yeah.
He told him his judgment right to his face.
Yeah.
He didn't cower down. But hey, when that New Jersey shooting took place, and that Edomite was up in your little studio or whatever, nigga, you gave your heart to that devil. You didn't have that same energy then. You was pouring out your heart to him, man. Copping please.
Yeah, you know.
Trying to sound all civil and shit, man.
You know, sometimes trying to appease the way he spoke about it. You know, about how we're not a threat. We're just at the gun range. It's like a threat to me.
Yeah. You cower every time Esau put that camera in your face. But you call yourself no cowards. John, he wasn't no coward. He cussed Herod out, man. And took his death.
It was beheaded. See, they bring out a guillotine. They gonna take the chip and anything else Esau wanted to take, man.
Yeah, man.
Like no, the white man ain't Esau. He'll be saying all kinds of shit.
Esau done away with.
You had,
I got a brief. It's Romans 16 and 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause divisions and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. For they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Hamashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simple.
I wouldn't feel right saying that I'm the leader of all Israel. Saying it myself, Pastor don't say that.
Con, I was just about to say that, bro.
You know, if we understand who.
He'll say we got the 100% truth.
Yeah, that's it.
But hey, if you got the unction, you do got the 100%.
And we say we got 100% truth through the spirit of Yahweh Shemashah.
But we ain't telling you when everybody got to come up under me. Everybody got to bow down and lick my boots.
It's not of me, it's not of me.
Yeah, it's not the Lord.
What? I like Apostle Hart. It shows you the difference in the humility of that man who's teaching us. Has no problem giving them honor in the forum. Yeah, they teaching Israel. So you can't be mad at them for that. They teaching Israel that they Israel. But look at all the other shit they're saying.
Yeah.
You know? So okay, they waking up some people. But to what destruction? What are they waking them up to? But they're helping to fulfill prophecy. And then the role that they play, you know.
Hey, the house of Saul, man.
Yeah.
The house of Saul, they wax worse and worse as the house of David waxed stronger and stronger.
Right.
You know? And the Lord is he's ramping up the tabernacle of David again. And we're seeing that battle again, man. You know, but hey, in the midst of that war, who won that war?
Right.
And King David still kept it spiritual and humble.
Man, all the way to the end.
You know? He didn't have to lift a finger and he won that war. The Lord literally, the weapons of our warfare is not carnal, but it's carnal to him. Look at the tactics.
Saul throwing javelins.
Yeah. The Lord literally delivered Saul into David's hand, and he didn't lay a finger on him. He just took a little piece of his garment. Just show him I could have touched you. You know?
And the house of Saul just deteriorated. It dissolved. Meanwhile, the house of David grew stronger and stronger, man. It went on to become a kingdom, man.
That conquered the known world.
We got all the nations up under our feet through the house of David, man. You know? So hey, if those that war, hey, somebody get Isaiah 41. Isaiah 41 is like I think it's like 11, 12. Because you know, hey, the house of Saul didn't win that war. And guess what? They ain't gonna win this war, man. Isaiah 41. It's Isaiah 41 and 11.
Behold, all they that were increased against thee shall be ashamed and confounded.
They're gonna be ashamed and confounded, man. Especially when it's made known that we're the men of the Lord, man.
That's right.
All right. Hey, well, that's Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter.
Yeah. In Ezekiel 33 and 33.
That's it's like those words that you read. It's like their mind echoing their guilty conscience, man. That they're confounded. That's a moment of being confounded there, man. Go ahead.
They shall be as nothing, and they that strive with thee shall perish.
Yeah, that's everybody, man. Even these Christians, they gonna be confounded too. They gonna perish. All right, vocab and the shit that he's been trying to do all these years, it ain't doing shit, man. He ain't caused literally no damage at all.
He just helped us edify.
Yeah.
Hey, he's brought more attention to Israel. You can't do nothing against the truth before it.
While causing his own demise.
Verse 12. Thou shalt seek them, and thou shalt not find them, even them that contend with thee. They that war against thee shall be as nothing, and as a thing of naught.
They gonna be as a thing or not, man.
Nothing.
Like the house of Saul, that came to naught, man. You know, the only thing remaining was Jonathan, but which Jonathan is really another house of David, even though he came from the house of Saul. You know, so hey, there might be there is a possibility that you're gonna have some of the house of David that's gonna come from out of those opposing groups, man.
That's what we've been talking about for the last few minutes, you know?
Yeah, man.
Now's that time, though. I wouldn't wait too much longer.
Huh? Better flee.
Yeah, better flee.
Better flee, man. Well, them dudes about to hit rock bottom, man. Hey, the same tactics that they're doing is the same shit that Comfy and them was doing years ago. Trying to bully brothers off when they post. They thought they was the shit.
Yeah.
What's up with them dudes now? What's up with their leader? What happened to him?
I got that Wisdom of Solomon 5. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 1.
We can wrap up after that.
Kind of says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. So far,
yeah, that's these other nations that came against us. You know, the whole Psalms 83 conspiracy.
God.
You know, at least they are going to witness our salvation, man, and the strangeness of it. They're gonna be like, oh shit, man, it's confirmed.
Yeah, kind.
I mean, we knew that those were the prophets, but
now
it's confirmed.
Yeah.
You know,
we can still talk a little shit.
Look how they leaving now. You know.
Yeah, we can talk a little shit while they still down here, but now they leaving.
Yeah.
That's all the ones.
They're gonna see us in the twinkling of an eye turn into Superman.
Yeah.
Extraterrestrials, man. These people gonna be at all at our salvation, man.
Right.
Go ahead, bro.
It says, and they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, that's in their minds thinking it out, you know. This is he whom we had sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach.
Yeah, them pedophiles, them bummites, them rapists.
Yeah.
You know,
They call us derelicts.
Derelict camp.
Yeah, derelict camp.
you know.
Fucking cop words. It says, we fools accounted his life madness and his end to be without honor.
That's what they think about us.
Yeah.
That's what they're really thinking, man. You know?
What does it say next? How is he numbered among the children of the Most High, and his lot among the saints? So those is the guy. And for you other people out there that's on the fence, that think that it's all about the commanding general and the bright purple weddings and giving you a life for all that other BS that has nothing to do with salvation.
Israelite mingle.
Israelites.mingle.com, apps and shit. But man, nobody, all that stuff that ain't pertaining to salvation, man, who cares about those things? Okay? The full-fledged thought process should be on salvation right now. Okay? Salvation from all the shit that's going down. It says, how is he numbered among the verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of truth, and the light of righteousness has not shined unto us.
Damn.
They told us.
Hey, y'all see that Big John?
Yeah.
They gonna have that moment, man. It's just gonna hit them. Damn.
Right.
It's gonna hit them, man. They talked all type of shit about the elder apostles, man, calling them old niggas, and, all type of shit, man.
Giving out the government info.
Yeah.
Low blows, man. Niggas just low blows.
Look it up. What's the nigga name?
That fucking autistic ass prophet.
Low blows. It says, we burn ourselves. It says, and the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us. Yet it says, we wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where lay no way. And that's the way of these other camps. It's a desert over there. And you're going to watch how all the wisdom is going to dissipate. It says, but as for the way of the Lord Yahweh, we have not known it. What have pride profited us? Or what good have riches with our vaunting brought us? All of those things are passed away like a shadow, and as hopes that hasted by. That's pretty much it.
Hey, they gonna realize that pride was destruction. That pride didn't benefit you at the end of the day.
Like the scripture says in bring it out the second Ezra, 8th chapter, where it says, many miseries begun to them that walk in great pride. That goes for Esau, Edom, and 2/3 of our people, man. Many miseries, meaning many judgments.
Yeah, that's right. That's why now is the time to, we're in the time to rejoice because we've seen the prophecies. But also, you should also have that balance to keep that fear and humility too. We see that we're in the beginning of sorrows now, and the Lord is bringing them plagues, man. So we gotta be mindful, man. Be critical, man. Be mindful of how you're building, how you're walking in the spirit, man. But anyway, that's pretty much it. With that, we're gonna close. We're gonna give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. The honors unto the elder apostle of the great millstone. Peace and blessings to the elect. We're gonna say shalom.
Shalom.
Wa ba ba ba.